Oh, hello there, my friend. Anybody home? Yes, we are live after long time, and I'm here to listen from you guys. If you are in the building and you wanna call us, you can click on the link and come give your opinion. That is the reason why I'm here for. To listen to your opinions. So just in case you've been living under a big rock, Mauricio Pochettino is gone from Chelsea, apparently by consent. They agreed to part ways, but it's a lot of stuff. So I have to warn you first that I still have a little bit of cold. Still a little bit congested and my throat kind of sore a little bit. It's getting better for the last 3 days, but just in case you see me struggling a little bit, it's just because of that. I'm here for the people, by the way, so click on that link, call us for free, and have your opinion heard. So we're waiting for you to speak out. Tell us what you think. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing, or you're not sure, or you blame me for sacking Pochettino. Who are you gonna blame? It's me or the board? There is a poll there that I put early on, so you can vote on the poll. And let's see what's going to happen at the end of the show. I will be here as long as you want me to be. And I get my energy from people. If people call or people comment or people ask questions, we're going to keep the show a little longer. But if not, and then I'm going to just go on social media, read the update, give my opinion and leave. So I can relax and leave my throat a little bit cool. You know what I mean? So this was like a couple hours ago, almost 2 hours ago. Breaking news, Mauricio Pochettino and Chelsea part ways with immediate effect. And the news came from Matt Lowe. So I kind of give flowers to Fabrizio Romano here for giving credit to Matt Lowe, because Matt Lowe is the guy who broke the news. And after that, all kind of speculations. Let's continue reading. Chelsea confirmed that Mauricio Pochettino leaves the club with immediate effect, blah, blah, blah. Directors Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley, on behalf of everyone at Chelsea, we'd like to express our gratitude to Mauricio Pochettino for his service this season. It's all the PR stuff. I don't have the voice to continue reading that. The most important is that he's gone. I just don't believe that he resigned or something. I think they didn't agree and they say, you know what, take the bag and leave. And everybody is talking about to bring Thomas Tuchel back, Jose Mourinho back, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen that way, because they are looking for a young manager to make him Alonso. Nobody's going to be like Xabi Alonso, but you know what I mean. They're trying to find their own Xabi Alonso instead of going for big names. And just think about it. Thomas Tuchel, or let's say Jose Mourinho, they are not project managers. Paulino said that, greeting from here, my brother. From here? Where, my brother? From where? How are you doing? Pray for divine healings. Yeah, I'm doing better. The last 3 days been really struggling. I couldn't really talk much because my throat was sore. By the way, I was checked. It's not the virus. It's not the virus. It's just normal cold and some over-the-counter medicine. It's good. Just drink some hot soup, you know, some ginger and honey, and it's gone. It's not a big deal, but been like every single minute I have like to clear my thought. It was so painful. But now it's getting better. But I can't yell, dude. I can't yell. I have to be just like quiet. Okay, Mr. Jack said that these owners are just come to destroy the club. The owners came to destroy the club after spending more than 5 billion on the club to destroy the club. How? Do you think that destroying the club is going to make them money? Just think about it before talking, my brother. Aziz, let's go. I don't have my voice, okay? I told you.
No. I'm here to comment about what that guy said. He's right. They are destroying the legacy of what Chelsea is built up. Okay, what's the essence of hiring Pochettino if you say trust the process? What's the essence of hiring Pochettino? If you are going to start, why didn't you sack him months ago? Why is it that this guy brought you to Europa League? Now you want to sack him? Isn't when the team is started gelling together, you want to start him? You're starting a stupid process again. We go through the same old shit again. This boy don't know anything about football. Are you going to sack a Pochettino when half of the squad was even injured? Pochettino has his own issues. Don't get me wrong. He rectifies his issue. And half of this squad, me and you know they were injured. Nkuku was injured. All these players were injured. 14 players were fucking injured. What could he do? And he still managed to get us back to Europa. And he still trust the process.
Yeah. That is strange, right? That is strange because I don't really blame Chelsea fans for putting pressure on Pochettino and the board. At some point, they wanted him out. Everybody, pretty much 90% of people wanted him out. It was rightly so because he was stubborn. He was not making the correct decisions, and he was like happy losing games. But in the last 5 games, he kind of went back to the basics and start using common sense. And everybody pretty much is like, okay, probably give him the second year and let's see how it goes. But now they decided to get
okay, agreed. He was making some mistakes. I'm not going to fault him about that. This same brother took us to a cup final. We lost stupidly. This same brother almost got to a FA Cup final. Was it the same brother that told them to sign Jackson? Was it the same brother that was telling them that Jackson could lose 25 chances in a season? If Jackson has scored all the chances we have, by now we'll be top 3.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? Let me say this thing. Let me vent my anger. Reason why this club wanted Pochettino out. You want to know why? Because Pochettino does it. He said before he's sacking, he said, I want a stay in Chelsea's transfer market.
Yes.
Pochettino doesn't want Gallagher to leave, and he doesn't want Chalobah to leave because he said, I want to build my team around this player.
Mm-hmm. And they want to save them. That is a good point. Yeah.
That is a good point. And secondly, Pochettino said, I want my own players. For this process to work, you need to bring in your own players. Am I right or wrong?
But in that point, not the entire team, because we already bought some very good players.
We already bought some very good players.
But he needed probably couple players.
Mr. Oz.
Yes, sir.
We've already bought some very good players. How many of these players are feeding into the Pochettino's process? Is Enzo? We took Enzo out of the team. The team is playing well. We took Batshuayi out of the team. We took Disasi out of the team. We stopped conceding stupid goals. We brought in Chalobah in. We took Robert Sanchez out of the team. Our goalkeeper, this thing is stable.
Yeah.
Come on, so these are the players this board bought are useless.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna come back to you. Let me say hi to other brothers that just joined us. Brothers, I have some called the last 3 days, so I'm not gonna talk a lot. I want you to talk. I want you to go for it. Don't even cut. All right. So because I have to relax a little bit, otherwise I will start coughing or something. So Andrew, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Turned 24 2 days ago, Sunday. Yeah, it was my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy belated birthday! You should have told me. I was going to send you probably a Chelsea shirt or something for your birthday.
Oh.
You missed out, man. You missed out on the Chelsea shirt. Okay. What is the temperature over there in Arizona?
It's getting a little more heated now, honestly. Because I went to the Arizona Diamondbacks baseball game.
Yeah.
For my birthday on Sunday.
Okay.
This team is kind of struggling too, so there are some problems.
Okay.
We have some injuries, and
you always have excuses for not winning. The Suns or your basketball team or your baseball, it's always something. It's always somebody to blame. So we know you from Arizona. That's who you are. That's what you do. So let me say hi to another brother, and we're gonna go around. Mr. Lefonse Dev, how are you doing, brother?
Bonsoir.
Comment tu vas?
J'espère que je vais bien. J'espère que tout le monde a une bonne santé en ce moment.
Yes, sir. Everybody in good health. All right.
That's
so
good to know.
What is your first impression after Pochettino is gone? Did you change your mind? Because remember the last time we were live, pretty much everybody agreed that Pochettino is not doing much with the players that he got. Did you change your mind a little bit at the end?
No, I didn't change my mind. I didn't change my mind. I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy that he's been sacked because if you look at the beginning of the season and you look at the end of the season, a lot of fans might feel like, oh, he's starting clicking together and things left and right. But you need to also, I think you need to also look at it from the perspective of what took him so long, to pull out these results. And that tells me that if next season we still had him, we probably would have gone another 7 to 6 streaks losses and draws before we will have come up with an answer. Now, before I highly say I'm happy and proud that he's being sacked, now the question is, who is coming in? Because if we bring in an elite manager, then, it completes my emotions of being happy that he's gone. But if we bring in somebody, I don't even know from where, Temu, or I don't even know what shop is about to get him from.
Yeah, we are getting a player from Ipswich United. Can you imagine that? From the Championship. Can you imagine that? From prime pan to fire.
And that's where I would say I'd rather keep Poch because we don't know who these guys are. Seriously. I'm reading a bunch of PR on Twitter, left and right, and I'm like, bro, these owners are unpredictable at this point. Let me see who they're gonna bring into the club. And then we could say, okay, these owners are destroying the club after they hire, somebody who's going to take Chelsea to the next level. That's how I see it now.
Okay, so we've been linked with Makina. We've been linked with Thomas Frank from Brentford, right? He's a Brentford manager. And the Zerbi, also the guy from the Championship. He's Italian. He used to work with Pep Guardiola. I forgot his name. The name will come. And Amorim also been mentioned. But they are mentioning like Thomas Tuchel or Jose Mourinho is just sentiment reason. There's no like a clear link to them. But because we want to see them back, that's why everybody is kind of pushing their names. But there is nothing serious there.
Also, let us not pretend.
And
like
also
zerbi is not on the list.
Flick is there. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I was saying, let us not pretend like the name the zerbi is not there. Like, I don't know Chelsea, bro. Like we become Brighton FC the third or the second. The zerbi is coming to Chelsea Football Club. And that's why I'm looking at it right now. He is coming. We've taken everything from Brighton, so I won't be surprised.
From Brighton.
Oh,
So, yes.
yeah,
So,
Brighton. Yeah.
Mr. Andrew, will be your choice if you have to bring somebody right now?
I don't like any of the options, honestly. I either want Xabi Alonso or Hansi Flick or Tuchel, but they're definitely not these guys because I never.
Oh, those are your choices, like Alonso, Tuchel, and Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Aziz, are you still there?
I'm here. I'm just pissed because you promised us trust the process. You promised us trust the process. I imagine we have five managers in 2 seasons.
Yeah, that is a lot of.
That is a laughing joke. You get Pochettino players that he doesn't want. Pochettino never wanted Jackson. You gave him Jackson. Pochettino wanted Martinez. You didn't give him Martinez from Inter Milan.
But
you see, they gave him Cole Palmer.
But also, Mr. Aziz, what I can say on that one is the players that we have are not bad players. They might lack a little bit of experience, but you can tell.
Mr. Oz.
Yes, sir.
Are we a big team?
Yes.
Are we a big team?
Yes.
Have we won so many stuff in the last 20-something years?
Yes, we are.
Do you think under Abramovich, do you think Jackson will even smell our what's it called, bench thing?
Locker room.
No. Or even locker room?
No.
Do you think all the players that we no. Let's be frank. Do you think all these players we bought under this body, mention any of them that will be in our first team? Under Abramovich.
Cole Palmer might be there.
Okay, Cole Palmer one, except Cole Palmer. Who else?
Cole Palmer will be benched.
Fofana could be there, and Nkunku also can make a case.
Fofana doesn't play football in 2 seasons.
But I'm just
okay. What else again?
Just assuming that he's fit. Assuming that he's fit, he can get in the first team.
Between me and you, let's remove the money they bought Cole Palmer. What's the difference between Fofana? Between me and you, what's the difference between Fofana and Chalobah? Between me and you. No. Let's just judge them on ability to ability. Between me and you, what's the difference between the two of them?
Well, Chalobah is more fit. Well, he was out for 6 months. So like 4 months.
Chalobah, let me bust your bubble. Chalobah is a player that will give everything that he has for Chelsea. Chalobah will put his life for Chelsea. Chalobah is the kind of player you tell him play this wing, he will play, not complain. He brought stability to that defense when him and Thiago Silva were there, not Disasi and Badiashile. Chalobah came in, he was the one when Thiago Silva wasn't there. He was the big man in the defense, controlling Badiashile. Stay there, do this last tackle, don't run. You understand what I'm saying? Because this boy has been at Chelsea. He has seen it all. He has seen when we won it. He has seen our ups and downs. He has been there. Now let's go again. Disasi and Chalobah, who is better?
Well, I think Chalobah, and I think you and me, before we signed Disasi, you and me, we were talking in the same channel here. We said that we have Chalobah, we don't need Disasi. But some people, because we are a little bit addicted to spending money and bringing people from all over the world, that we just wanna somebody that we spent money on, even if that means that he's gonna stay in the hospital for the entire season. I'm gonna come back to you. Let me just say hi very quickly to another brother that just joined us, Jamal.
Yes.
Your first impression, please. Pochettino is gone. Are you 50-50? Did you give him the benefit of the doubt at the end? What is your position?
I have to be honest. If I knew that we're just gonna let Pochettino go, like this like in the summer, I would have just said let's sack him at January, because at January, like the first half of the season, we showed no progress. We were 12th place, and that was a perfect reason why to sell him. But now, finally, the players figured out the style and how we want to play, and now you don't want to give Pochettino that a little bit of control of transfers. Like, he wasn't even asking for that much. He just said, I want control for the transfers, because let's be honest, we've been very bad with transfers. I mean, we have some hits, but most of them aren't so far. So I mean, and I was shocked. I just looked at Twitter and I see Pochettino sacked, and I mean, not sacked, but I mean, he left.
Yeah, he left. That is a polite way to say that he's been sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
like, I was very shocked, especially now. Like, this is the worst timing to sack him, because I feel like if we kept him, we would have been like in the top 4 race next season.
yeah, I agree with you. I'm like you. I was supporting him. First of all, I didn't want him to join Chelsea, and then I changed my mind when we hired him, because I don't make decisions. So I supported him in January time. By Christmas time, it was horrible, and he was just bragging how we got to Wembley twice and not, not making the correct decision, playing Levi Colwill the wrong position, mismatching everybody. Jan Madsen, you don't want to use him. It was shambolic, and he was so stubborn. But all I wanted to see from him is to make some changes, some common sense decisions. And he started making them. Even with 14 injuries, we managed to beat big teams. And that tells you that it has nothing to do with a young team or injuries or anything. It has something to do with the setup, tactics.
Mr. House.
Yes,
I was one of the people that said sack him because the players were not feeding into his stuff. I'm going to admit that. And also, let's look at what this man has done. He improved all those players. Like you always say, Pochettino might not be the man that will take you to win you the league or take you to the promised land, but he's going to improve your players.
Yeah.
I wanted Pochettino to stay here for 2 years, improve those players, then he can leave. I'll be okay, thank you for improving those players. Look at Jackson. He improved Jackson's goal record. He improved his area threat. Look at Jackson. He scored 14 goals. He was the kind of coach that improved
17 goals in total.
Yeah, no competition.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Premier League.
Yeah.
He improved Kopama. He improved all these players. Madueke improved all of them. You should have given, and these players were already feeding into his tactics. Rome is not built in one day.
Yeah.
I've learned so much with this Chelsea, this new Chelsea. And I've taken it as is what it is. That okay, let's rebuild. That was the promise you told them. Let's rebuild. Let's do this. Let's do that. If you want to rebuild, you still bring in experienced players to rebuild. For Christ's sake, Ferguson. I'm gonna make a reference. Sir Alex Ferguson. He didn't win the league for how many years? Was it how many years? 3 years or 13 years? He didn't win the league. But what he did, he brought in experienced players and young boys to build that 1999 team. Am I lying?
No, you're correct. You
Guardiola, what he did, he didn't say, "Oh, I want to clear all the big teams at Barcelona so that I want to build the team only on Messi." He still kept Puyol, he still kept the Xavi, he still kept all these experienced key players to help Messi reach his potential.
Yeah, that's understandable. Lefonse Dev.
No. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Arteta. I know Arteta hasn't won anything. You are using Arteta as a blueprint. Arteta didn't sell any of those players at once. He still kept all his key players and added to them until the team was already confident alone to play good football.
Yeah.
You don't build a team with young kids who don't know each other, who are fighting for who's going to play the penalty. You don't build team like that.
Yeah. Slowly and surely, and
why did you give the job to Pochettino? Why didn't you give it to a Mourinho or somebody that's going to give those kids discipline?
Understandable. Lefonse Dev, you wanted to say something?
Yes, I wanted to say I don't think he has achieved that much because we talking this way because we found ourselves in the 6th position. But we have to we got to be honest. We had to rely on United and Newcastle to lose games for us to be there. If they didn't lose game, we will have had a hard time to be in that position. And because of that, if you're looking at since January, of course, we started picking up points. But as we was picking up points, it wasn't out of like, how do I put it? It wasn't out of like, oh, the season just started, like now we picking up points and we playing well or anything like that. The reason why our table keep pushing forward is also because teams started losing games in and
Everybody
out.
around us were very crap. That's
Yeah, and we happened to come up with a solution out of nowhere that shocked a lot of teams. They did
simple common sense, brother. That's
simple
what you
common
and
sense.
me were asking him to do since the beginning of the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if we all know the Premier League, at one point he was going to get fined out, and then how many games would it have taken for him to switch again? So yes, we are all happy fans that he's got us in the 6th position. But when you look at his overall since the beginning of the season, I'll be honest with you, it's poor. It's very poor. It's true, like, yes, the owners have messed up also, as like, bringing in all these young players here, left and right. But with these players that we have, a coach could get something out of that. And Mauricio Pochettino, it took him forever. It took him forever. Can you believe it only took one tactical change that gave us like what, 5 victories to get us where we are, which was Cucurella to invert.
Cucurella inverted.
That was it. And then we started picking up points. But when you look at the overall, you're like, okay, Pochettino, what took you so long to make a changes like that? I mean, he might say, well, we have a lot of injuries, we had a lot of this, but Matson was there. He was the left back.
Yeah. I still remember against Aston Villa at home, we lost 1-0.
Right.
Matson was on the bench.
Matson was on the bench.
Chilwell was on the bench. And also Cucurella was on the bench.
Modric, a natural winger, was on the bench.
And
he was using Chilwell as a left winger.
That was strange. That was strange.
So many red flags, Mr. Oaks. He did so many red flags. And we fans, Chelsea fans, please don't be so quick to forget about the mistakes that he's done. He made so many mistakes. There was also moments where, okay, we saw that he was trying to defend a league. He made a last-minute sub, and then we conceded, and it was a draw. Things like that. Like, he made a lot of errors that took him forever to get to know his team. Perhaps people will argue and say, but also it just took him too long. And as a coach, when you're coaching at Chelsea Football Club, I feel like that's one of the main flags the owners also looked at and said, you know what, you are now who we thought you were supposed to be. Even though he was talking about he wants to have control over the transfer, but kind of like, I kind of look at it that way, like, okay, that's the easy way you choosing to pick up victories. Even though we had talented young players in Chelsea Football Club, you could have used them, but once in your head you're already like, oh, the young players, I can't do nothing with them, and this and that.
Exactly, that is a
it's
good
done
point.
For.
It's just like encouraging them to say, oh, you're still a baby, it's okay to lose because he's still a baby. Oh, we still nurturing
all these
you.
comments.
No, but you see,
you don't say that.
Yamal at Barcelona cooking, he doesn't need any excuses. You go to other clubs, you see 18, 17 years old cooking without any problem. But young team became as an excuse for him to justify his failure at Chelsea Football Club. Mohamed.
And that's when I knew he wasn't the guy for the club.
Yeah. Mohamed, what will be your choice now that he's gone? Like, he's not coming back now. What will be your choice?
For me, personally, I think the perfect manager to get in the market right now, I'll probably say De Zerbi, because in my opinion, like, if you look at our team and you look at the players, most of the players are just screaming De Zerbi. Like, Modric, when he was playing his best footballs, when he was playing Shakhtar, and that's when De Zerbi was managing there. And we obviously have Caicedo, Cucurella, and Levi Colwill, and it will have good possession, like, play. And I feel like De Zerbi's style, right, in my opinion, never suited Brighton, because Brighton, they're not a big team. I mean, you can't go to Man City or Liverpool and try to control games with the type of players they have. So, and also, what you guys are saying, like, yeah, I feel like we give our young players too much time. I have to be honest. Like, we don't say like because, and it's also a thing is like we don't have experienced players. Because if we had enough experienced players, then they would be like, yeah, they're the ones that will be starting most of the time. So like, then they would like push themselves to be like, I'm not gonna get any time. Like, if I want to be in this team, I have to try to be better than the person that's ahead of me. But our team's like full of youngsters, and then that gives Todd Bowley and like our manager excuses like, oh, we have young players, it's gonna take time, and we didn't even stick with our the manager that we saw was gonna be here long term. Like, I honestly don't understand this owner, to be honest.
Yeah. Andrew, what do you think about the Zerbi? Do you like his brand of football?
Given what I'm hearing, what you guys are saying about, okay, the Zerbi is the guy that would be the one that can talk to these players in a proper situation. But the only problem is we don't have the right personnel to get these players to get into the right form, because like, with Chelsea, we have the heritage of history. You're here to win trophies. This is always been the main goal of this team is, hey, you gotta go hard to win. You know, not like go out there or it's gonna do your own thing and, you know, basically like thinking that it's gonna work itself out. I don't like the way how this team is structured. You know, I mean, the players shouldn't fall for it. For him being in this situation, we just don't have the right people in charge, because like, I mean, we're buying all these youngsters, but like, we don't know who are our right youngsters they have the experience. I mean, shouldn't have to do with age at all. It's just that we don't have anybody. Now that Thiago's still leaving, and the leadership's gonna be a huge issue going forward.
Good point. We need some experience really in the team. The centre back position needs somebody more experience to be there. Probably a proper number 9 with a lot of experience, but at the same time, I think the team that we have now got one more year experience. You know, you have people like Enzo Fernandez who played the World Cup. That is big, huge experience there. You have Gallagher who played since when we won the Europa League with Gallagher. Remember, under Mauricio Sarri. All of them, even Fofana, he's coming back from an ACL injury. He still played 3 years in France, 2 years at Leicester City, and 1 year at Chelsea. Is injured now. So I think the experience is kind of, I don't know if I can take that as an excuse. We just need some leaders that can push people, because sometimes you see we concede a goal and everybody's head is dropped.
Just everyone's head is down.
And nobody's like going around them. Like John Terry is gonna go and grab you and like, physically really push you and say, hey, give me 10 more minutes, right? Give me 10 minutes. We have to go for it. Don't get discouraged. So you need talking leaders on the pitch. We don't have them. But about experience, I think we have more than enough experience now to start cooking. I don't know. Mr. Lefonse, what do you think about the Zerbi brand of football? Do you like it?
Well, I will say the Zerbi to Chelsea Football Club is just another experiment to see if it's gonna work. Okay, because this guy he lost to Pochettino 3 times or 4 times if I'm looking at it, and the way he lost to Pochettino was not even our best football brand yet or anything like that. It wasn't the best out of Pochettino with the way he lost. So it's to say that okay, if you bring the Zerbi into Chelsea Football Club, it's like copy and paste. He's just going to get to know the team over again and try to see if his style is going to work inside Chelsea Football Club, because I don't think what worked at Brighton could easily fit into this squad like we have right now, like a glove.
Yeah,
except he already got the players.
That is a good point you're making. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because we it's true that we have Cucurella and what's his name, Musa Caicedo.
Modric also worked with him at Shakhtar, so people think that he's gonna, and also Levi Colwill worked with him.
It's true we have these guys over here, but Do you guys remember how we operate with James? Do you guys remember how we operate with a certain players already who already have the philosophy in Chelsea Football Club? If he comes into Chelsea Football Club, it's like he's gonna redevelop these guys and probably take something away from them, because I don't think Reece James gonna be banging those goals like how he used to with De Zerbi as a coach. So I don't think the style is going to be the same.
I'm not too sure about De Zerbi for this reason. I'm not saying that if he signed today for Chelsea, I will welcome him just the way I do with everybody. But my problem is he took over a great team from Graham Potter. You can say whatever you want about Graham Potter. That guy built a hell of a team at Brighton.
True.
And he came there the right time, the right place. He took all the credit in the world for qualifying them for Europa League. But I think even Graham Potter, if he stayed, he was going to qualify them for Europa League. So he took too much credit from somebody's hard work.
Absolutely.
And then the second season, he got found out. He started giving excuses about injuries and how they lost to Caicedo, they lost this and this. But honestly, he got found out. Let me say hi to another brother so we can go around. Joseph.
Yes, brother.
Yes, long time no see.
Long time, how are you?
All right, so what is your impression about Pochettino? He's gone.
Very bad. Pochettino is not my favorite coach, first of all.
Yes.
But it's sad to see him this time. We see some light. Another darkness is coming again. So that's not good.
So we're gonna start from zero. Yeah. We don't even know what system we're gonna play. We don't know if he's gonna get along with players that we have. So that is a good point. It's just like restarting the project all over again.
Yeah. Now, we used to Pochettino, we know him, who is him, and we learn something, and players, they learn something.
Yeah.
So end up we little bit getting some light, and then they bring dark again. Start from scratch.
Yeah.
I don't know these people, what they got on their head and what they are thinking. This is sometimes, is shocking. I don't understand what and they're mentioning which you're going to replace him. Is to hear that kind of name. It's very sad for Chelsea Football Club. I don't know. I don't know.
William in the chat said that De Zerbi to AC Milan. Yeah, he been linked with Milan. He been linked with Bayern Munich and other teams. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen.
They ignore him. The fan. Fan. They want first of all Thomas Tuchel. Everybody want him, and even some fans they want Mourinho. Some others they want experienced manager. But this board the first they say we don't need a former managers, and they put all the names out, Antonio Conte and those things. So now I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't have any hope, my friend.
This is we are in the darkness again. We saw a little bit of light down the tunnel, just the way you said it, but all of a sudden now, like it's so. And if you wanna attract like players, right? They don't know who the manager is gonna be. They also know that the manager could be just there for 2 weeks. He will be sacked. So why am I signing? Why am I signing for you?
Say Frank Lampard is the coach now.
Frank Lampard, come on, man. Lampard back again. So you're not certain because players want to make sure that they're gonna play under one manager, one system. They know already that it's manager's job now is very fragile unless if you are Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp. Anywhere else, or Arteta, anywhere else, it's just like a few days you are out. So players are going to be asking questions like, if I've signed for Chelsea now, what's going to happen? If the manager is gone and we have to learn a new system and we have to do everything all over again, and I might not be even in the team because the new manager might not even give me a chance.
I think this modern time, the players, they are looking money than football, Some others, you don't get any sense, something like that, Well, once Chelsea, they're offering nice money and they got contract, they are getting their cash. So I don't think so they are doing like that. Chelsea, if tomorrow ask any player, I don't think so. They will ignore like that. If they ignore, it's nice for us, you know. They will learn from
So
the
they're coming for the bag, for the money,
Yes,
like grab the money and
they
leave.
are coming for the
Okay.
money, my friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine last year we are 12. Some players they are coming from Champions League. Why they are coming? You think they're 12? They want the money. They are
Money,
offering nice money.
bag of money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go around
You-
and ask you some questions so we can structure this show a little bit. I am very sure, okay, I have like 75% sure now that Gallagher and Chalobah are going to leave, because one of the reasons why Pochettino is out of the door, because he wanted to keep somebody like Gallagher, but the project need money. They made so many mistakes on buying injury-prone players like Fofana and stuff like that. Sterling on 350k, Lavia, who is injured since the beginning of the season. So they want to cover their problems by selling pure profit that we have. So Pochettino was like, no, you keep Gallagher, you keep Chalobah. So I'm sure that they are going to leave Chelsea Football Club. What do you think about them, Mr. Andrew? You think that Chalobah and Gallagher should be sold, or you are like, we have to keep them? Your opinion, sir?
So this whole thing with the Gallagher and Chalobah thing, like I'm obviously disappointed that we're not utilizing our academy players to build around them. So for some reason, because Gallagher's been the most healthy player all year, and now you don't have anybody to run midfield. So that's gonna be tricky. I also think there's a lot of problems more than just the Gallagher and Chalobah thing, because as a whole team, unit-wise, you see how Nkunku went out, and Jared Jackson has to kind of play a different role. Like you see Enzo, Caicedo, they don't link well with each other. So there's all kinds of problems I've seen this team has not functioned well enough. So a lot of the different reasons, the identity crisis, guys have not played all year. Guys on the bench, like Wilkers, guys, Levi Colwell been playing. I don't know if he had gotten enough playing time, but
yeah, Levi Colwell also been injured often. So
we don't have like a consistent starting 11 that you can build around these players. So the identity is like lost there. That's gonna be really hard to kind of fix that. I feel like the only way you can do it right now, you keep Reece James and Ben Chilwell, for example. I don't know. I don't think they're getting sold, but because I've been hearing like leaks that would be gone too. But yeah, that'll be a big mistake too. You can't really sell your Champions League winning players either. So that doesn't really make sense, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, that makes sense. Le Français Dev, Gallagher out, Chalobah out.
Yes, I'm not emotionally attached to both of them because of that. At the end of the day, right? I've watched great players play for Chelsea and see what they've done, and unfortunately, Gallagher and Chalobah were both a development type of player who's growing to be better. But if you actually pay attention, that if Gallagher was playing at the level of Reece James, like Reece James before the injury, scoring goals left and right and actually doing what he's supposed to do, I don't think he'll be in the market today getting sold. You have to look at all of this from that perspective. And I do understand that some Chelsea fans who are like, well, Gallagher has improved, Gallagher has this, Gallagher has that. But also remember, because of lack of experience in the midfield, we had to take a loss, many losses. So today, if Gallagher has improved, if you're a businessman, this is the right time to sell him, because
okay. So
there's
let
no
me
selling.
ask you a question. Would you take Lavia out for 1 year, or have somebody that you consider like don't have enough skill or not good enough and keep him because he's fit 100% of the time? What is gonna be your choice? Somebody who's gonna spend 300 days in the hospital, not play the entire season, or somebody who is there every single day when you need him? What is your choice?
Somebody who's there every single day.
But that brings me to Gallagher. You can say whatever you want. He doesn't have a skill. He doesn't score. He's not like
Yeah,
Reece
but
James, but he's there. He's present.
yeah,
He doesn't
he's
get
there.
injured.
He's there, of course. That's why I said. That's why I said in the business point of view, you know, that's you what you see is money and profit because you just bought players last year, and now you're looking for players to sell. Gallagher's gonna have to take a hit. But if you're looking at the what you call it, the personality and you know the spirit on the strength that he's brought into the club, bro, this is not justice. It's not justice to sell Gallagher, of course. Because if you look around, we've had players who's been injured and they're performing. Why don't we sell them? You know, that's the other side of the story I wanted to also add into. Why don't we sell them? Like Disasi has put in stinker. Why don't we sell Disasi and keep Chalobah? Things like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I think if you try to do that, then the market will look at Disasi's performance like, oh, this guy's average. We'll buy him from 2 million. Compared to Chalobah, oh, he got off the bench, he got off from injury, he's been performing well. There's a future in him. We will buy him for 50 mil or 30 mil. You see, now all of a sudden the numbers is two different things. That's why I'm looking at it like that in that kind of way. That's the reason why they're selling Gallagher and they're also selling, Chalobah.
Yeah, the problem here is like you sell those players and you keep the players who even cost a lot of money to buy, like Disasi cost 40 million for what? And he's on like 100k a week. Gallagher is on freaking 50k a week. Chalobah is on 60k a week. Malang Sarr, of odd people, is sitting home watching TV, getting 120k every single week. But I don't understand why people try to complain about how much Gallagher is gonna cost, or I don't want him, or whatever. Like, it's just taking a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not like a only football reason. It's just like the Cobham thing. He's English. He likes to say he's calling himself a proper Chelsea. It's that, not really proper footballing reasons. If Gallagher was playing in Rio de Janeiro now with the same statistics, the same tackles, the same goals, people were going to say, break the bank, bring Galadino da Silva now. He's the future of this club. Pay whatever money it takes. I don't care about his salary. But right now, even to give him 100k a week, less money than Malang Sarr, everybody is gonna complain about the money. It's gonna be like your uncle's money, your father's money that you have to protect. But anybody else, it's cool. Pay the money, pay the money. So Gallagher and the academy product are victim of them being Cobham.
That's what I said. No justice. And that's why I was going to add that, like, into also we have to remember we have Casade, we also have Santos, we also have Ugochukwu, more midfields. They're still around there. So I'm looking at the owners like, well, what is that strategy? You know,
we've been linked with Wayne Rooney.
Jesus Christ. Like, bro. it's depressing sometimes, man. You have to laugh. If you don't laugh, you would just punch the screen or something. Not even stop watching these games. Like, it makes no sense.
Why Rooney to Chelsea? Who said no?
Bro? And one of my friends were like, "You want to go and watch Chelsea?" No. Now at this point, it's looking like an entire. I don't even know what my club is doing sometimes, selling Gallagher. But when you look at the Santos, you look at Casade, these guys are actually even high profit right now if you sell them at this age.
Yeah.
Honestly. But this football club, that's where I will end, by the way.
Somebody wanted to say something, Mohammed or Andrew, anybody, you can cut us, okay? Don't wait. You can jump and participate to the debate.
No, I was just asking about Reece James. So would he be the only Cobham player we have left in the squad?
The only what?
Cobham player.
Oh, Cobham product. We still have Levi Cowell. He's from Cobham, right? And we have some youngsters that still come here and there, like Tariq George and.
Tariq George.
I think Reece James is not my Cobham product. He's a world class right back. That's why he's remaining in the club right now.
Also, Gilchrist.
Gilchrist is gonna be loaned out. I think it's time for in that age you need to play football. You don't have to stay on the bench
No,
all the time. You need to play.
I don't know why people too much harsh on Gallagher. I don't know. He must not be like other players or technically or like not the same. All the players in the field, they got their own skill, you know. Gallagher
Thank
is
you.
doing
Thank
more
you.
things.
Absolutely. Look at PSG. They had Messi, Neymar,
Yeah.
Mbappe. What did they win?
No,
No Champions League.
nothing.
No, nothing. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Now,
you know,
so
when you are from
now,
yes, sir.
no, now Gallagher is for now is better than all midfielders. If you
He's
see
the
all
guy
the
who is
figures.
making that midfield
Yeah.
tick. You
All
see the wonder
this guy, you know.
goal that Caicedo scored, right? If
He's the one that
Gallagher doesn't press and force the goalkeeper to make a mistake, that goal doesn't happen. But you know what's gonna happen? People will tell you Gallagher only runs like a headless chicken. That is why he's
others
running.
they don't run.
That is the reason
problem
why
others
he's
they don't
running.
run.
In order for Cole Palmer to start scoring those goals,
No.
somebody needs
Listen.
to do the dirty work. Somebody need to do the running. It looks like
Yeah.
running becomes like illegal in football. Since
No.
when? Since when running
No.
or having energy becomes illegal in football? Somebody please
No,
tell
you
me.
see that boy, that Maduoki, I think Maduoki.
Mhm.
The time he played last game with I think no Forest. 2 goals come from him because he's not running, he's not defending, he's not helping Chalobah. If
That's the
he's
problem.
Gallagher there,
So that's why Gallagher needs to cover them. He needs to cover their butts. He needs to protect them, run for them, because everybody is a flair player. Everybody doesn't want to do the dirty work. So
like we
Gallagher
cannot
needs
say
to do for them.
Gallagher is a starter every game. You know, we cannot say he start every game. Gallagher, he will help a team anytime. You know, when you're winning the big games or when you're winning 1-0 or 2-0, when you bring in Gallagher, he can do all. He can score a goal. He can defend. He can run. He can step. Even he can get yellow card. You know, he make all the dirty works. I don't know why these guys they put on their eyes on this guy.
And he's been a better captain.
They say we want to sell Gallagher. We want to sell Gallagher.
And he's been a better captain than Reece James and Chilwell.
Reece James said 2 red cards, bro. 2 red
Like, look at what Reece James did. He came there. Gallagher gave him the captain bench. Not even 2 minutes.
He gave the captain armband back to Gallagher again.
To Gallagher.
Imagine.
Not even 2 minutes. Gallagher had the captain bench back to him.
No, it's better. These guys, they should have buy Brighton, not Chelsea. If they buy Brighton, you know, they are not looking the Champions League or they are not looking the trophies. They are only looking the safe and good football and making the players nice and sell. They are making profit like that. These guys, they deserve like top 10 team like that, not Chelsea. These guys, they are trying to make money. Imagine why they buy that young boy 50 or 50 something from Brazil. They want to sell Gallagher. Why don't save that money to put it? Imagine they are buying young players and they want to sell here. Why they are doing that? They are spending money other side. They're trying to sell a Gallagher and Chalobah. Imagine. Chalobah is better than all except Silva. He's better than all defenders.
Yeah, we were talking about Chalobah here before even we bought Disasi, and I still remember people gave me sticks.
For what?
You know, Chelsea community, we just want to experience some bad things before we start agreeing. Like, we have good players and we want to get rid of them to buy unknown players. Somebody can be shining from another team. He comes to Chelsea. This is Chelsea. This is another level. But those kids from the academy, they've been there since the age of 6. They know the place. They feel comfortable. They can die on that pitch, even if they are not good enough. They will give everything. You know,
these guys, they want to destroy Chelsea identity. Let me say that they are destroying identity of Chelsea. I'm telling you, they are cleaning all the Cobham graduate, all the young players from there, and they want to bring players from outside. And now all the identity for the Chelsea is going now. Those ones, they don't know who come from France. They are coming from outside country. They don't know inside of Chelsea what's happened there, what was there. They don't feel like Gallagher. No one feel like him. They are looking money from far. They come there. You see, Gallagher is staying like 60 or 50. You say, imagine. If his other player from France, they won't come for 50. Then. Gusto, how much money he's getting? He's small boy. He come from that side. So these guys, they are killing all the name from Cobham, and they want to destroy Chelsea name and make it mid-table.
Why I'm still like believing in the project and giving them the benefit of the doubt is first of all, they're not gonna take any profit for 10 years. It's legal, it's signed, it's sealed. So now they can't look for quick money. Okay, that is first of all.
Yeah.
And the second thing, is you are a billionaire. You don't invest your money spending 1 billion on players just to destroy the team. They know that the more they win, the more valuable their company is gonna be, the more successful and the more money they're gonna make. So I'm not sure that we should judge them right now because they haven't like sold somebody for profit and put the money in the pocket. Right now they are selling people to correct the mistakes that they made of, buying injury-prone players, buying expensive players that not doing anything. They have to balance books. So that is a mistake.
I also think they want to be smart by killing two birds with one stone.
Which means tell us more about it.
Which means if Chelsea Football Club is not winning any trophy at the end of the season, sell an academy product or sell a youngster. You earn your money back, and then with that same money, buy another youngster.
Okay.
You see, this is what I'm suspecting. Instead of them probably trying to reach in their pocket to go and buy players, sell 2 or 3 young players, academy players, or like what's his name, Harrison or something like that. All these attackers that we have, Angelo in Dick all these young players, right? Gabriel,
we have Alvi
Casede, Santos. Next season, if we don't win another trophy, 2 or 3 of them are gonna get sold. And then with that money that we're gonna make off them, they probably about to get sold for 30 to probably 40, depending on how good they play. And with that money, buy another youngster who's probably gonna be cheaper. This is what the owners is doing. And probably when if they come across a talented young player, of course they're gonna spend money. But just to resell that young player in the future for probably 80 mil or 60 something mil. Because right now Gallagher is about to get sold for 70K or 70 million or whatever it is. That's what I'm suspecting from the owners, because I know for sure they do want to win. If Mauricio Pochettino was sitting third on the table today, I don't think the owners will have sacked him like that.
Because of Champions League money?
Huh?
Because of the Champions League money?
Of course, because they're gonna win, they're gonna earn some money back, and also they're going to be very happy that he used that product to take them to the Champions League.
This team will be next year in top 4 with those candidates? You think they will be in top 4 next year?
It's an obligation. Top 4 next season is an obligation. But now...
No, hold on. If these coaches come in, whoever it is, even if they call me to come and coach, and I put this Chelsea young squad, right, top 4, or I put them in the top 3 or second, I was close to win a Champions League. You will see all of a sudden how these owners, have changed all of a sudden. It's like they're gonna be on social media. We told you guys that these players that we have is capable of working, and this and that, because that's what they are looking for. They're looking for a coach to attack and make a use of that product. But I'm pretty sure that if 4 or 5 seasons go in a row, and then we still where we are, no trophy, we still under 5th, they're gonna have to make a change. But as soon as they see a little process, like the way Mauricio Pochettino did, all of a sudden they're all confident about this young squad can cook. So they're just looking for a manager who's an underdog and who's going to come there and play an attacking style of football. That's what they're looking for, because if an attacking style of football clicks, all of a sudden Chelsea becomes a very dangerous team to play against. But if it doesn't click, we Chelsea fans, we're going to burn that house and say, why did you hire a coach without experience?
Yeah.
So it's both ways. These owners are being cheap. That's how I'm looking at it.
The house down.
Mr. Andrew, you wanted to say something?
No,
So everything I heard, like, I feel like the house feel like it's burning down because like we haven't had like the European football. Well, we had to wait till Man City win the FA Cup to get a Europa League spot because without that, like we're stuck with Conference League, which I hope not. But like, how confident like can Saturday be that the case where Man City can win this game, but then they didn't have to struggle. So what do you guys think about this upcoming game on Saturday?
Hey guys, I'm about to start driving. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you for helping. Come back tomorrow. We back tomorrow here if you have time. Okay. God bless.
All right. See y'all later.
See you, man. See you. All right. And then we have Blue Eyes in the building. Mr. Afcon. What do you say, bro? What is your first reaction about Mr. Pochettino out of the door? Ice, mute yourself. Let's go. Ice, you're still muted. Anytime you're ready, you can jump in the conversation. Okay, so let me just read some comment here. But Ice, if you can hear me, please cut me off if I'm talking because we can't hear you. Your microphone is muted. It's telling me here that you are muted. All right, so Mr. Jack Da say that Gallagher deserve a better club than Chelsea. You guys just hate Gallagher with no reason. All right, I respect that. Mr. Rabba Staha, long time, bro. Long time. Let me read this, and we're gonna go to Ice.
Yes, sir.
Like, is there main problem that he is gone? Thought he was just one of them. I don't know what you mean by that. Jack also say, I wonder why you guys love Disasi and Badiashile than Chalobah. Well, because we're supposed to love every Chelsea player the same way, but it doesn't mean that we supported the transfer. You know what I mean? You guys will regret tomorrow. All right. And get Ross Barkley back if you sell Gallagher. Barkley can go, can do good for one season. He is damn good now. All right. I respect that. One more comment and we're gonna go to Ice. Ice, baby. He just disappeared. Mr. Football 007 say that Gallagher is our Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not gonna put him in that level, but I know what you mean in terms of like daily work, in terms of what our team is right now. It just like need Gallagher to do the hard work for everybody to shine, but De Bruyne is not gonna do the dirty work, but he's gonna do the flair work, which open up defenses and break lines and create something out of the blue. Like he sees things that nobody else can see. Kind of vision from Fabregas, like bam. How did you see that pass? That is Kevin De Bruyne. But I can see the analogy here. I can see the comparison. You know, the point you're trying to make. Ice, let's go. What do you think about Pochettino gone?
Ogs, my brother, man. How are you, man? Longest time.
I'm okay. For the last 3 days, I had called for some reason. Like this is the end of spring, bro. It's like 80 degrees in Kentucky. And I had called. I couldn't even talk, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my voice was gone like for 3 days.
Wow.
I had to double check if I had the C19 thing, but no, I was cleared. I don't have it, but yeah, I just had some ginger, some honey, some hot soup, and it's good, but still a little bit sore. You know, it's going slowly and surely, but my throat's still kind of sore. But yeah, other than that,
welcome back, man. Welcome back, especially now that we need somebody to replace Pochettino. We need you, Ogs. We need you to recover quick.
Give me the bag. You know what? You don't have to pay me 10 million. Pay me just weekly money that you give to Malang, sir. And then
that's all.
That's all for the entire contract. Pay me
Listen, Ox,
one week wage, and I'm your
I,
manager.
and you do a job.
Yeah, I will do the job for as long as you want me.
Listen, I don't know, man. Mixed feelings
Yeah.
with the new development. Mixed feelings, and the reason I say mixed feelings is I've been through this before when we let go of Ancelotti after we won the EPL and the FA Cup. So this is not news. However, Pochettino went about it the wrong way, Ogs.
Okay, tell us more.
He should have quit 2 days to the end of the season. Let's talk politics now.
Okay.
He should have put in his resignation letter 2 days before the last game. I was surprised he wasn't going to play. I was surprised he didn't play that game.
Why you wanted him to do that?
You know, because of what's happening now. Sometimes you're supposed to be 3 steps ahead of. If like that's why when Pochettino first came in, I'm like, okay, Pochettino might be able to get the wheels moving, like we've seen in the past 5 games. But is Pochettino a politician?
Okay.
Can he politic with these people? And it says to me that he can't. He should have quit 2 days ago. Why did he wait till today?
Because he was hoping that he's gonna have a say in the market, and they had to evaluate him the end of the season. I can also understand that you don't leave 10 million on the table, bro.
Exactly.
That is
you
a
don't.
lot of money.
It is, and unless he has another job lined up. Thank you for bringing up Ogs. But for me, somebody's laughing. But for me, let me tell you where when it all began.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we won? Who did we beat? I think it was after Aston Villa. There was a conference, a press conference with Poch, and the journalist asked Poch. He said, "Hey, bro, why is it that things are turning around?" I'm not sure if it was after Aston Villa or the game after Aston. Which game did we play after Aston Villa? We won. What game was that?
I forgot about it.
I know.
My
head
is gone.
My brother. I know. You know what Pochettino says? He says it is because he was trying to say something indirectly. It's because we decided not to play numbers on the jersey. We play as a collective. He said as a collective,
Yeah,
if you
I still
remember
that.
Thank you, Ogs.
Yeah.
He said because we don't play as numbers anymore. We play as a
regardless
collective.
Of your name
Thank
or regardless of your number.
Ogs, God,
I remember
Ogs,
that.
God will bless you for me, Ogs, my brother. Do you know why he made that statement?
Because probably he was forced to use certain players.
My brother, you know football, Ogs. You know football.
Look at this.
That is the reason why he was trying to say indirectly that Enzo is not part of his plans.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He
Exactly.
tried to send that
Yeah,
message. Regardless of the money they paid for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said
exactly. Enzo was not part of his plans, and I bet you he's been fighting the board for the past 6 months about Enzo. He's been fighting. People say, why is it that he hasn't? Why is it that he never adopted this strategy to win? Beginning of the season, it is because of Enzo, my people. You cannot bring
Jonas Brothers.
Hey, listen, I owe Caicedo an apology.
Caicedo is getting better.
I owe Caicedo an apology. Like
Patrick, man of match, brother.
I owe Caicedo an apology. We'll get there, Ogs. I don't know how much time you have, but we'll get there.
No, I'm still here. If my throat's still
Perfect.
good,
Perfect.
it's good.
My brother, I owe Caicedo an apology, but let's get back to Enzo.
Thank you.
Enzo threw Poch under the bus.
But let me, before I forget, you know, my head is gone with cough and whatever cold I have. So before I forget, keep in mind Enzo Fernandez been playing with pen for 8 months.
That is Ogs. This is the
8
reason why.
months.
Allegedly.
That's the reason why I brought the point with Enzo up. Now let's talk about that, Ogs. Thank you for bringing that up. The injury. Enzo cannot play for our team.
Why not?
He's not good enough.
Damn.
You know why he's not good enough?
The guy is a World Cup winner, right?
My brother,
put some respect on his name first.
My brother, what's his name that played for Man City that now plays in Portugal? What's his name?
Haaland. Rodrigo.
He played for Man City. Now plays in he's captain in Portugal. Now he plays for a team in Portugal. What's his name now?
Cancelo.
Not Cancelo. No.
Played for Portugal.
Now he plays in a team in Portugal. Yeah.
Plays in the league, Portuguese league.
Yeah, he plays in the Portuguese league. What's his name?
He was at Manchester City.
Yes, as a defender.
Otamendi.
Thank you, my brother. He has a World Cup. He has a World Cup. So forget about who has a World Cup. I'm telling you that Enzo is the problem. Is the board spent 150 bags on Enzo.
Yes. Yes.
You understand? So the board has to protect her asset.
Yes.
Pochettino came in early and he looked at Enzo and said, "This guy is going to kill me." But the problem is, he didn't have the control. He didn't have the kahunas to bench Enzo. He cost himself his job.
Yeah, Enzo himself admitted that he wasn't helping himself. He wasn't helping Chelsea, and he wasn't helping the national team because he had to take injection before playing games.
But when he scored that goal, against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, people called him world class. Nobody talked about injury. Nobody talked about injury.
But that was a free kick. But the problem is, you can still perform to a certain level, but you're not 100%.
Oggs. The problem is, the only reason Enzo decided to go, with all due respect, I'm glad that he's better now. The only reason why we started talking about injuries is because Enzo's performance has been below average.
Lackluster,
my brother. Thank you. Who said that?
Mr. W, Messi's brother, but he's a fan of Messi and the Enzo, though. So what I can say is, I think we jumped too quickly to judge those players. We saw what happened. The switch off system, inverted midfielders, and then you see somebody like Kukurea better in a certain system, right?
No. This is what happened, Oggs, and I know everybody knows what happened.
Okay, let me say hi to this brother, and then we're gonna come back to Mr. WWE. Are you there?
Hey, good afternoon.
Are you still at work or are you still home?
Nah, I'm at home. I just wanted to say to the people out there in this channel, make sure you guys sub up and you guys have to see the videos that this guy is posting when he's not live.
Yes.
He's funny. He's a funny guy. I asked him about the for Mbappe's girl. He did. He said everything but the on the video. I still gave it the thumbs up though.
Okay. Right. Yeah, Mbappe is falling in love with some girls. Yeah. So I haven't.
And
yes.
I think the caller here, Ice, and there's another caller. Is it Victor Ba?
No, that is Andrew. Andrew from Arizona.
No, I'm saying though, these two that always call in, Victor Ba and Ice, these are legendary callers here in this channel.
Yes. Victor Ba took a break, and now I think he's gonna be back because Pochettino is gone. So before you say goodbye or whatever, because you always like you're gonna come here for 2 seconds, boom, goodbye. What do you think about Pochettino's job at Chelsea? Do you think that he deserved a second year at Chelsea, or you think it was time to get rid of him?
He never deserved 1 year. He never deserved to be at Chelsea. He never deserved to be at Paris. He got lucky with Spurs taking them to the final. That's his biggest trophy, his accolade, taking them to the final. That's his biggest accolade.
Oh, the final that he lost against the U12.
Exactly.
Under 12 Liverpool team. Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's his biggest accolade.
His biggest achievement. All right.
Yes. He never should have been in
I know why you say that, because of the way he treated Messi. And Messi wasn't happy. Some games he was subbed. Sometimes he put him in the wall in the free kick, and Messi was laying down. Yeah, I know. Like him and Messi, it's just not a good connection. And anybody who is enemy with Messi is enemy with you. So I got you. I got your point.
Thank you. I'll mute myself. I'll let Mr. Ice speak.
All right, no problem. Come back when you want. If you want to cut me, you want to make a point, just jump. Don't even ask me. All right, Ice, or anybody that wanted to.
Yeah, somebody want to jump in? I can shut up. Sorry, go ahead.
Andrew, do you want to do something? No? Ice?
Yeah, I can do something. Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Shoot, what were we talking about again? I forget.
We were talking about Enzo Fernandez. Do you give
Let me
him
help
the
you.
benefit
Let me
of
help
the
you.
doubt
Oh, yeah, that's right.
because he was injured, or you think he's not a 120 million player? You think that he's going to improve at Chelsea, or you think he's done?
Yeah, I want to keep Enzo. I don't think he's one main problem because we've been playing well without him. People thought that he was the problem. I think the main problem is because we gave him the season right. We had everyone healthy. The defense was alright. Offensively, it needs some work. But now the problem is, I feel like this defense is now getting worse, but the offense is producing. So there's no balance. So the whole structure is all wrong. So I think it goes more than just Enzo, in my personal opinion. Because we've seen other players struggle. Like you see, Madueke has some struggles. Jackson had some struggles at times. Caicedo, he's playing well now, but he has some struggles a little bit early in the year, I think. But
and Caicedo looks like a Gallagher kind of unlocked him. Like he plays with a lot of freedom now, and you can see the quality. Yeah. So yeah, I understand your point. Let's go, Mr. Ice. Yeah.
Listen, I want to make this clear. It came down to the politics behind Enzo Fernandez. The board paid too much money, and Poch called them out. He said, "Lo, listen, I can't play with this guy." And they told him, "Listen, you have to play with this guy. You have to make it work. We need him playing in every game. You have to maintain that asset."
I agree with you on that one. I agree.
So Poch, what you can that if you actually look at the chronology of Poch's faces since he joined Chelsea up until January, if you look at him in press conferences, you can tell that guy has been fighting a war of no return.
Yeah.
You understand? So and what saved Pochettino as well is the fact that after Enzo went for surgery, the team improved by almost 100%. Even listen, it looks like we can even play with just one CDM in what's his name, Caicedo, and Gallagher can float as a winger, as a cam. He can float around the place and protect the team. That's what he does. Nobody does it better than him. You understand? So I just think first things first, Pochettino did not protect himself politically. So it says to me that he's more, I don't know if he's a manager. I think he's more of a coach. I don't think he's a manager. He can't, Boli and these guys, they're not willing to listen to any coach who wants to have a say in recruitment.
Because the team, like, it's so disappointed. You can see in, like, mid-season, like, he keeps switching other lineups, and
you know why?
Double trying to balance the experience and the young players. It's like it's not together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the reason why he kept switching is because of we have a bunch of below-average players. Listen, let me tell you something. You guys, I don't think you guys are ready for reality. We get a new coach. Guess who's going to get affected? Cole Palmer. Can somebody tell me the coach that put Cole Palmer on the platform of success? Can somebody please tell me who gave Cole Palmer the platform to succeed? Can somebody answer that question?
Okay, you're talking about a coach. It's
yes.
First of all, the coach and also the conditions in the team were perfect.
No,
for him.
I said no. Just say coach. Let's talk about coach now.
It's but I want. This is very important because I don't think if Nkunku was fit, Chukwuemeka was fit, everybody was cooking. I don't think Cole Palmer was going to have that free pass to the first team. You know
I know what you're saying is true, but if Cole Palmer, for example, wins Ballon d'Or and he's trying to give a speech, special shout out, which coach gets
I think
it's gonna be Pochettino because he gave him time to play and he allowed him to be free on the pitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was trying to say too.
He
was already that player.
Hold on. No, stop. You cannot be.
So you think he is gonna go back there and thank Pep Guardiola? That's what you're trying to say?
No, let me tell you something. Jack Grealish was a superstar at Aston Villa.
Yes.
Look at Jack Grealish at City today. Cole Palmer has all these skills that we're looking at today, right? How is it that Pep wasn't able to uncover him?
Yeah, too many players
Because-
at Man City.
that is
No,
one of the reasons.
but Foden got a chance. Let's look at
But
Foden's
after how
development.
many years he
Hold
got a
on,
chance
but
to
let's
play
look
90
at-
minutes?
let's
After how
look at-
many years?
Hold on, though. Let's look at Foden's development from scratch. Remember, Foden's development from scratch was almost similar to this boy, Cole Palmer. If you follow football, if you follow City football. So again, there is no reason. You cannot tell me that Poch is not going to sit down one day and say, "Damn, how come I couldn't figure this out?" So all I'm trying to say is Poch uncovered Cole Palmer. All the credit you see in Cole Palmer today is because of Poch. It's not because he can play. It's not because he had the free. What? This is a guy who was sitting in the bench at City.
Yes.
Come on, guys, calm down. Calm down. Poch uncovered the guy. Poch uncovered what do you call it? Gallagher. Poch uncovered what's his name? He fixed what's his name from Brighton that plays in the wing.
Kukurea. Oh.
Kukurera. Yes. So you cannot listen, guys. Calm down.
The point I'm trying to make here, Ice.
Yeah.
I'm calm down now, right? And
Yeah.
I agree with you. I respect your opinion. The point I'm trying to make now.
Yes.
Do you think that if Nkunku wasn't injured, Chukwuemeka, who started the season all gun blazing, didn't get injured, and you have a proper number 9 like Jackson scoring goals, Reece James didn't get injured, and you have Ben Chilwell from the left-hand side cooking the way he did the year that we won the Champions League. Do you think that all those elements working together, you know, from the preseason, do you think that Cole Palmer was going to have a free pass in the first team and start games for Chelsea? Or circumstances just allow him to be there and he took the chance and he ran with the bag? That's the way I see it,
You're absolutely right, but we're talking about reality. We're talking about what's on ground. And what is on ground is that Cole Palmer came into a situation where we had a disjointed enterprise. Chelsea was in tatters.
Yes.
You understand?
To Oaks' point, though, I think it's both. Not only now.
Hold on, now let me just finish. Let me finish what I was saying. Let me finish what I was saying.
Yes,
So again, Chelsea was in tatters when this boy came in, and Mauricio Pochettino found a way to use Cole Palmer to fix the short term and the long term. Despite the tatters we were faced with, we had a whole bunch of injuries. We had a whole bunch of guys that I don't think can play ball, basic football. So listen, guys, it doesn't matter how you spin it. Cole Palmer is the puppet, and what's his name is the puppeteer.
But for me, the way I see it, Ice, is that Cole Palmer, you didn't have to do much. You didn't have to teach him football. He got the brand. He came with his own thing, but he got the platform to do it. What all the boy wanted is a platform to play football. That's what he said even in his interview. Like, I just wanted to play football. I wanted to go on loan, but they didn't allow me to go on loan. They say if you go for forever. Don't come back.
I know.
So I think the conditions also helped him.
But you cannot consider that if you're talking about the conditions, then it means Cole Palmer is not good enough.
No.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. Don't put a word in my mouth.
No, but that's what you're saying. You're saying
let me
because the
clarify
conditions
myself.
were bad. No, hold on, Oggs. You said because the conditions were bad, Cole Palmer was able to walk into the side. So if that's the case, then we're overhyping him.
No, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is the conditions were perfect. You know, it's just like bringing Mo Salah and bringing De Bruyne, and you have Frank Lampard and John Obi Mikel and Michael Ballack in the midfield. It's not because they are bad, but because the conditions didn't allow. So let's say when De Bruyne and Salah came and all of a sudden we have 3 key injuries or we have 14 injuries in the team for month and month, whatever, Lampard 6 months out. Those conditions were going to open our eyes and say, oh my goodness, look at De Bruyne now. So those conditions were not going to be seen because everybody is fit and they already confirmed kind of their places in the team. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
it's not like you are bad or
no,
they don't
I hear
deserve.
you. What you're saying basically proves what I'm trying to say. that Cole Palmer, even though everybody's calling him the best thing after sliced bread, maybe Cole Palmer is not there yet. Because
not yet.
Listen,
he's still a kid.
Exactly. But you said Cole Palmer knows. You don't need to teach him ball because he knows ball, right? How many other players do we have apart from Cole Palmer? Do you think have the same IQ as Cole Palmer?
That's why I say IQ. You don't teach IQ, my brother. That guy is been developing that IQ for years with Pep Guardiola.
So when I tell you we have players that are below average, does that make sense now? Exactly. It's only Cole Palmer. You can only count on Cole Palmer to come in from external territory, Man City, from the bench to come into Chelsea and fix it all for us. It's because he's a baller. But can you say that about the rest of our players?
Not really, but also you have to understand that not everybody is gonna adapt the same. Not everybody is gonna be the smartest kid that.
Oh my God, this is becoming a rotating. If that's the case, then it will never end.
No, it's not gonna end because you don't want it to end. You wanna win. You already won. Just give me a time to explain myself. I understand your point. Huh? The point I'm trying to make is 99% of us follow the normal development, and there are certain kids who are just so smart. You study with him today and tomorrow they jumped him classes because he's not his kid in his body, but his mind is so advanced more than anybody else. You see that even in football. You're not gonna compare everybody with Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland, but 90% of them are gonna just be normal people who will follow normal development.
Does Enzo have that same development? Let me ask you, Og, since we are using Cole Palmer as a yardstick, do you think Enzo Fernandez has the same IQ?
I can't judge him when somebody is sick. And listen, I'm not gonna kick somebody who is already on the floor. What kind of a man are you? Huh? What kind of a man are you? Somebody is struggling. He's on the floor already, and you kicking him on the floor.
Hold on. You're going to protect Enzo. Hold on. You're going to protect Enzo and kick me to the floor. That's what you're doing.
Because you are up. We are fighting with you. We are up. But somebody is on the floor. He's sick for 8 months.
Hold on.
And you keep on kicking him. No.
Hold on.
I don't do that.
Does IQ have any? Yeah, go ahead.
Look, the way how I see it is like this offensive lineup we have. It never clicked right away. Like look at the beginning of the year. Who scored for us? Besides he scored the first goal, and got co-defenders that scored the next game. The offense wasn't clicking yet. It was never Cole Palmer like the one that carrying the team. I'm not saying he's a bad. He's Cole Palmer's at fault. He never scored early. No, the structure in the system, the way we were playing. With guys in and out of the lineup, the injuries that we have, like we haven't had a consistent lineup to get these players going.
The reason why
the personnel is not going to work.
The reason why we never had the right structure and the right rhythm in this team is because the coach was trying to figure out which ballers can ball. He came into hostile territory.
You made a very good point, but I want to remind you that also. Cole Palmer saved Poch one way or another. It's not like Poch did him a favor and Poch is the one who developed him to that level. Listen. It's the other way around.
No.
There are certain games that if Palmer is not there, we don't win games.
It is because of the hatred that people have for Poch. It's because of the hatred. I won't even use that word hatred, but there was already
term we can understand.
Yeah, exactly. In football term, it's because of that hatred that the Chelsea fans have for Poch and Tottenham. That is why people don't have the respect. They can't look themselves in the mirror and say Poch is actually the guy who developed. Why are you
so positive today, bro? You were cooking the bar. You said here with me that Poch is not Chelsea quality. Remember that. But
hold on, let me just finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Yes.
The reason I'm saying this is because of Enzo. I want to shine the light on Enzo and his deficiencies in this team. Enzo, the only way Enzo works for this team is if he comes off the bench.
Okay.
The only reason and the only way Enzo works for this team is if he comes off the bench and tries himself to get back in.
I
This
think
guy
you're
is-
still angry about Jorginho.
No, I'm angry about Enzo. I'm
You're
angry
still
about
angry
Enzo.
about Jorginho.
So
Why?
all this while, all of a sudden now we want to hear Enzo is injured. It's not if I don't think it's a fair way to assess Enzo's performance. Now people are going to blame everything that Enzo did this season to that injury. That's criminal.
But you have to understand people. You have to don't keep on kicking people who are already down. Let's judge that guy when he's back from surgery. He's gonna be in a Copa America here. All right. I have a ticket for the Atlanta Stadium if you wanna meet over there for Copa America in Atlanta. So he's already down. You have to encourage him and let's judge him when he's 100% fit.
No, I want him. No, the problem is this is the same problem we're going to face with the next coach. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you guys think that it's all roses moving forward, no, we're going to move 5 steps backwards with a new coach who is going to come in and say, listen, I don't need half of
all over again.
yeah, I don't need half of these players. Like, who the hell is this? Who is this? Who is this? That's why I'm saying Cole Palmer. If I were him, I'll call my agent, man. Yo, bro. I'm telling you, call your agent
he's
now.
in the jail. He's in the 8 years jail at Chelsea. So nobody's moving. Nobody's going nowhere. That's the problem. Let's say hi to our brother, the King, Henry himself from New York City. Let's go.
Hi everyone.
Hello, brother. What's going on?
Well done.
Are you driving or something? You have
No,
echoes.
not driving.
You have
I
echoes.
just pulled it. Okay, let me take off my earpiece. I think it's because of my earpiece. So,
All right.
yeah,
Hello, we can't hear you. You are muted.
can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, been long time.
All this Pochettino new coach and all that.
Yeah.
What about the person that employs him? We had an interview with him.
You still have some audio problem, bro. Can you disconnect and come back? Because most of the time, disconnect yourself and come back, okay? All right. You need to disconnect.
Yeah, I'm just listen.
Yes, sir.
Oggs, I didn't flip flop. I don't care the fact that Pochettino is gone or if he stays. But the only thing I stand with Pochettino is because I understand the same pain that he went through for the past 8 months with these players.
Yeah.
That's all. And the only thing is he didn't play the political card right. I think he's back. I think your guy is back.
Yeah, Mr. Henry.
Yes, can you hear me now better?
Yeah, it's better. Let's go. What is your opinion about Pochettino? Are you sad? Are you 50-50 or you just wanted him to go?
They're sacking him at the wrong time.
Okay.
Preach.
Preach.
The issue is when they needed to get him fired, they didn't fire him.
Yeah, when he was really bad, they couldn't pull the trigger.
The sacking of him doesn't come to me as a surprise. Pochettino caused that to himself. You have the system working for you in pre-season.
Okay.
Immediately the season starts, you switch out of it completely. For what reason, I don't know.
You're talking about the way we played in pre-season. He didn't apply the same way in the regular season?
Yes, until towards the end of the season.
Yes. I feel that's like a huge alarming thing too. Like how
the players that were there in pre-season.
Come on. Really, guys?
Okay, Oaks. That's not true. The players he used in all our last 5 matches that he started in all our last 5 matches were not injured all through the season. They weren't injured all through the season. And he didn't play that until the pressure came on him when he realized that, hey, you're getting sacked at the end of the season. He tried to twist his system back to his preseason style of play.
Yeah, he made a lot of stupid changes. I have to agree with you. Twisting
so the whole problem is on him. And now I'm blaming the so-called sporting directors and whatsoever they are. They interviewed him before they get him hired.
Because
now there are some news that are saying that because there are some players he wanted and the club cannot give him that. There are players he wants to want them to stay, and the club wants to sign those players. So during your interview, didn't the club lay the foundation to this is how we want to run our club, and you accepted that? So why now coming up and saying, hey, I want this player to stay? Why do you people want to sell him?
I can answer that question if you want.
Yes, okay, go ahead and answer me. I can hear you.
Okay, my brother. The reason why is because what was the question again? Ask that question again, I bet no vex.
The question is, before they got him hired, they interviewed him.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So after the interview,
yes,
they laid down the foundation, the plan of the club for him. This is how we want the club to go. This is how we want the club to go.
Yeah. Somebody's alarm is ringing. Check out on your alarm somewhere.
Somebody's walking into a car.
Yeah,
it's me. Think it's me.
Something is ticking around you. Double check you don't want a fire to get in the car or something.
No. I opened the door of the car, that's why.
The reason why, okay, now I remember your question.
I see what that means.
Now I remember your question. You said they explained the terms and conditions of what they expect from him, right?
Yes, and how the club wants to go.
Exactly.
And the model of the club, how they want to run the club. Exactly. And he accepted that and took the job.
But the problem is, that's a fact. Hey, God bless you for bringing this point. The problem is, right, it's always sweet when the contract is written on paper. But when you see it unfold on grass, it's a total different thing. And I mean when you see it unfold on grass, it's the performances, the winnings. And we were not checking off the W column for almost 3-4 months. There was no W's in our performances. And Poch had to go back upstairs and say, guys, come on. I understand this is what you guys want, but not with these players. Poch is, I can't do it with these players. Come on, man, no.
But what player specifically you're talking about? Because I still believe that we have a very good squad, in my opinion. They might lack a little bit of experience.
Let's have a little discussion about Mudryk.
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead on that. You just like telling me you went for a job interview. They tell you, okay, this is your role, this is how much we're going to pay you. At the middle of the job, you come back and tell the people that hired you that, hey, you're working too much. That's not what you plan for.
Hey, bro,
it doesn't work like that.
No, but this is different. This is football.
It's not. This is a job interview.
I know, but
this is a job interview.
But the difference with football, and let me assume that you understand coaching politics. The difference with football is if there's no W, if you're not putting down W's, if you're not putting down dubs, nobody, if you like, follow the contract to the T. It doesn't matter. It gives everybody a chance to regroup and reconsider the contract.
Yeah.
So Poch had to fight his head. He had to protect his head. As much as the board were saying, hey, Poch, come on, we're losing. What's going on here? Poch had to do something to protect his head. And but what I think he didn't do well was he didn't throw these players under the bus enough. Because Enzo, I said it to Oggs, Henry. Enzo is the reason why Poch is gone.
Because yeah, not only that, but I know what you mean. Like you don't pay 120 million on a player to bench him.
You can't bench him.
But from the coach perspective, he doesn't care about the money you spent. He cares about making a team and winning games. Because
God will bless you. God will bless you for me, my brother.
his stay, it depends on the result. So I understand from that perspective. But I also ask you to see the other side of the coin, which is the guy was sick. And if Pochettino came out and said, this guy is sick, let's get him a surgery. They didn't force him like, oh, you have to play through pain. If that was the case, that is criminal. Because he wasn't good for the team. He wasn't good for himself. He wasn't good for the national team because you are under pain. You can't accept those kind of stuff.
No, but you want to tell me that Enzo doesn't have the kahunas to walk up to management and say, guys, I need a surgery from 8 months ago. He couldn't do it. So you want to tell me that an injured Enzo is better than a fit Gallagher?
I didn't say that.
No, but that's exactly how it played out. That's how it played out for almost 8 months.
Played out like anybody is a crap and we have to play this guy under a lot of pain. Yeah, I know what you mean. But we had options. We have a lot of options.
Options,
But-
my brother. That's exactly. We had options, but because the board were so persistent in showcasing their assets in this their 150 million pound asset in Enzo, this World Cup guy. Listen, the board. You can tell the board they want to build superhero type players so that they can build more fans around the world. That's what they're trying to do, and Enzo is perfect for that. If you're looking at every kid right now wants Enzo. Enzo. He has the potential to be a superhero for a lot of these fans. But you cannot be superhero if you're not performing.
Yeah, but that's why I told you to keep an open mind and give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's wait and see how he comes back from that surgery. After Copa America and preseason, we will judge him after that because we have no choice. Who's in their right mind is gonna spend 60 million on Enzo? Let's be honest, right? Nobody. Or you're gonna end up by loaning him out and structure some kind of payment. So we have no choice. You look at Mudryk, another one. We're stuck with that guy. We just hijacked him out of the blue. We didn't know him. The guy was like twerking and dancing and calling for Arsenal to sign him. All of a sudden, less than 12 hours, we went to Turkey and hijacked the deal. Nobody knew about this guy. And now you can tell that brother doesn't have the brand of football.
Enough said. And you expect Poch to hold his hand when he's running. Okay, play here, kick it there. No, stop. Okay, tackle, score. That's what the fans want Poch to do.
No, it's not. This is Pochettino is gonna give you a structure to put you in good condition, but
to succeed. Thank you.
To succeed, and you're gonna do the rest. He's not gonna tell you what to do, in the final third or something.
God bless you. And then people say we were not supposed to lose the game against Burnley, and I laugh. You remember that game against Burnley?
Yeah. Did we lose really, or we dropped points?
We tied.
It was like,
but remember they
2-2.
went down. We went down. They went down to 10 men.
Yeah. And they took a point from us. 10.
Not only 11. That, Oggs. Remember, there's something very significant in that game. You forgot. Can you remember?
I don't know, man. My head is gone.
Company got red card.
Yes.
And people expect Poch. People say, why is it that we didn't win that game? That Poch was supposed to reconstruct the game. When what's his name? When Company went upstairs to go in the shower when he got his red card, that is when these guys almost beat us without a manager.
They were fighting for him.
Yes.
Something? Yeah.
If you see that game, you would think that the Company was on the touchline coaching.
Yeah.
And you want to tell me that if you consider their what do you call it? If you consider their payroll versus our payroll.
Yeah, it's like one player can pay the entire Burnley.
My brother, and you want to tell me that our own players couldn't summon up the courage and respect within themselves
what is
to win
the
that game.
point you're trying to make?
What I'm trying to make is Burnley.
Like we have crap players, right? Like they
Burnley almost beat us without a coach.
Yes. So
who's to blame? We have a £1 billion team that cannot attack Burnley without a coach. Everything has to be coach. What's it that coach has to hold his hand? Coach has to go. Coach. Come on, man.
Okay.
Man.
So you're looking for some. You expect
What
somebody
date? When was that game?
Burnley against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It was like 2-2 or something like that.
I mean the date when it happened.
The date, it was I think April. We were losing a dropping
recently.
point. Yeah, recently. It's not.
Wow.
It's not.
I thought we clicked a little bit in it.
No, recently.
When the team start clicking.
Burnley were down. Burnley was down 1 man. Burnley, they were 10, right? Yeah, 10 men.
Yeah, 10 against 11.
Without a coach.
Yeah, Vincent Kompany took a red
without
card too.
Yes, without a coach, and they beat us £1 billion team with Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher. Everybody was in that team that day, and we ended that game 2-2, and we played with 11 men, and you still blame the coach. Come on, man.
Sometimes the coach need to come up with a strategy like this, because I saw a lot of back pass sideways, and I saw also Burnley exploiting our space that we left behind. They got even better. And Chelsea in that position, I think the manager could have done better. I think he made some changes, but it was too late. And in that moment, you go attack and kill them. But we didn't do it. And the subs that he made, I think he brought some defensive work. And I still remember on Twitter, it was like crazy. Why are you bringing, I don't know, who? I forgot even the lineup. So I'm
Oh yeah, that's the thing though too. Like the changes are crazy by Poch too.
Like he brings the changes that will make the team worse. So people are like, why can't you do this and that? And that was the issue. But it's in the past though. So.
No, the reason why that game is very important is you can play without a coach. Is what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. You don't. It's not every time. You don't need a coach to hold your hand to cross the road
but
to go
the coach. The coach.
Hold on now. You don't need a coach to hold your hand to cross the road to get into the school bus. No. We've passed. Where you see Pep will sit down and fold his hands. We need, like Auk said, we need ballers with ball IQ that can survive in times like that. Without a coach.
Okay, so Mr. Rabah said that he prays for Hansi Flick to take over because other managers are crap. Danny Music said that Tuchel is the guy that's supposed to take over at Chelsea Football Club. Tuchel or Flick, and Tuchel is no crap. Now, gentlemen, we have to find solution. It's gone. We can discuss about the Pochettino until tomorrow. It's not gonna happen. And I have another game to cover. There's a basketball game tonight. I was doing some basketball this season, and I was expecting Ice to join me for the Miami games, but he never showed up. Anyways,
are you serious? Which game? Yeah. Which basketball game did you do, Mike?
NBA. I was doing all the Miami Heat, all the Celtics.
No. But we lost early. They kicked us out early, man. We lost in the first round.
Yeah, but I started early too. Like I was.
Oh, for real?
The point I'm trying to make is I'm trying to do also some other sport, our sport here, right?
Oh, so, you do basketball, oh man. If you do basketball,
that's something to say, Oaks. About that Burnley game you're talking about.
Yes.
That game was March 30th, almost. So Cole Palmer was the only guy that scored 2 goals in that game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for reminding us that.
Yeah. While you check that Cole Palmer scored 2 goals, check to see which coach finished for Burnley. Check to see if there was a coach.
The bench.
And then check to see if there was a red card icon on the Burnley team as well.
Yes, it was. Everybody knows they had 2 red cards: the coach and the player.
And the player. So forget about that. That's why these players, man. These players went away with. What's that saying? They got away with murder.
But the coach also need to inspire something. You have to twist something. You have to do something. But we looked like we were so comfortable. We looked like there is no urgencies. Sideways, backward, sideways, backward. And we panicked every time that they counter. And we almost conceded goals. So you need the coach.
The coach was too soft to the players. That's what I just see. The coach was too soft to the players.
Yeah, he likes to baby them. He doesn't want to push them to the limit. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. This is football.
Poch only. Let me tell you, guys, in my humble opinion.
Yes.
Poch only got the chance to showcase his actual skill set in the past 5 games, all through the season, just because of the war.
Ask yourself why.
Because he was fighting war with the guys upstairs. It's because of that war. He's been fighting war with these guys on the board because of Enzo. And it's funny when Enzo left, right? Some people started asking, are we better because of Enzo? That question is a very critical question that needs to be attacked and addressed.
No, we're not better without Enzo. The thing is, when Enzo left, he switched his system.
Yeah.
He's playing Kukurea, he's converting Kukurea to the midfield.
Exactly.
Why weren't you doing it when Enzo was around?
You know why? It's because Enzo is shit, my brother.
Come on.
You cannot bring in. No, it's true.
It's not true. That's not true. I blame Pochettino for everything.
Why could
You can still convert Cucurella to that midfield even with Enzo playing.
So how you gonna okay, let me understand this, your midfield. Gallagher, Enzo, Cucurella, and Nama. What's his name? And Caicedo. How do you set that up?
No, he needed to find a solution. He needed to bench somebody.
If you're looking for a solution, if you're bringing Cucurella to convert, that means you're choking the midfield. You have to play them too.
Exactly. But
Choke the midfield, have more bodies in the midfield.
It's true.
To stop attack from coming in.
It's true, but the problem with Enzo is my brother, you brought up a good point. You cluster the midfield when Cucurella comes to the midfield. You choke it up. That's true. But the reason why it worked is because Gallagher doesn't stay one place. As soon as Enzo comes in, Gallagher will float. Enzo doesn't have that ball IQ to float. No.
He was under pen. He can't run,
bro.
bro.
Enzo was waiting for. Enzo is the kind of player that is waiting for one Fabregas pass. That's the kind of player he is.
Okay, so we're going to come back to you. Let's say welcome to Mark. We have like 25 minutes to go, unfortunately, guys, because I have to go pick up my Blue Army. And I have another basketball night tonight between Celtic and I think Indiana Pacers or something. That's game I have to watch the game.
Oh, what do you think of the club statement from Pochettino? He said that he thanks the Chelsea ownership group and sporting directors
for giving him an opportunity, bro. I would thank you a lot if you give me 20 million in my pocket. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a PR move. He wanna just make it sound like it was smooth. It was calm, nothing wrong, no bad feelings. But we all know that there were some bad blood there, right? Okay, so let's go, Mark. Let's go.
Oh, hello. I would like to say hi to everyone on the panel. And kindly give me like 3 to 5 minutes. Let me pour out my heart because I'm boiling here, and I feel like I can use your platform to stress out some few things. All right. So first of all, I would say that I predicted that the team was going to play 6 in one of your shows.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
when you said I said this team is going to play 6. I knew their strength, and I knew we were building something. All along, I was with Poch until some few months later. I think early this year, things were really going bad. But come to think of it, I can't blame him solely. And I remember you said, please don't come and flip or flop here. I remember that's the word you used for me and Van. We were giving it to Poch. Whoever knows this show very well will testify to the fact that I've always liked Poch when he was coming in, because at the time he was coming in, he was one of the decent coaches out there who could have taken the team. And today, it has proven that these owners, that they don't know what they are doing. I have to be honest with you. And I'm so flabbergasted with whatever decision they've taken. And if they were really wise, you gave the guy 2 years for him to coach this side. And obviously, even if it's try and error, it seems we are trying to find our antidotes. For the past 2 years, I don't think we've come close to number 6. Somebody can, prove me wrong. I think for the past 2 seasons, we've been number 10 and number 12 or so. And gradually, the guy was able to bring us to 6. And hopefully, if Man City win the FA Cup, we are going to go to UEFA, Europa League. So I was thinking that since the last games were a bit good and he's trying to discover something, why don't we keep the guy for him to run his contract? And if things are not really good, we can just, begin another process by, bringing in somebody. By then, coaches will know how these guys are playing because it is really new. All the guys who are here are new. And we are trying to build something. We took almost 1 year to come this far. Anybody on this panel should tell me which coach will come in and start giving us the results. I want to know which coach can walk into the team and say, hey, Chelsea, you guys are going to get a good result. You know what? These owners have taken us back. We are going to start from scratch again. And the coaches that I've been hearing or who have been linked to Chelsea, it gets me mad. You understand? How on earth a football club like Chelsea will be linked with a championship coach? Since when did we get here? For the fact that he brought them from League 1 to Championship, and he's coming to Premier League, doesn't make him an elite coach to coach a big team like Chelsea. These owners are really pissing a lot of us up because you can't take decisions. And later on, you will come and tell the fans that, oh, I'm sorry, we really made a mistake. Fuck them. Like they came to Chelsea, they sacked Thomas Tuchel. You sacked the man, and later on, you were saying that you made a mistake. Poch has been able to find a little bit of like, he has figured things out. So why don't you let him run his contract up? They should tell me who is going to come in and will start, getting the results. And for all you know, another coach will come in with a different philosophy, with a different plan, and the likes of Palmer, the likes of Gusto, the likes of
God bless
Petrovic,
you for me.
they will
God
be
bless you for
messing
me.
up. We will see a different Cole Palmer. You understand? For the fact that Palmer is really doing good with Poch doesn't mean Hans Flick or another coach will come in and they will start going right away.
Who is speaking?
It doesn't work that way.
God bless you, my brother. God
It doesn't
bless
work
you.
that way. You understand? And these guys are there taking unnecessary decisions. You know what? This time around, I want to see the coach who is coming in. If it's zerbi, oh, thanks be to God. We are doomed. We are doomed. People are talking about the zerbi this, the zerbi that. Graham Potter built it like he built something, and the zerbi enjoy it, and he ran out of ideas. And look at where Brighton is. He took them from 6th position, and now they went to 12th position. And that's the coach you want to bring to Chelsea Football Club.
Don't mind them. My brother, preach.
You understand? So obviously, these guys, they have nothing to offer us. They are here to make money. And I can tell you that I have a friend who supports LA Dodgers. The time he saw that these guys are going to buy a football club, they were surprised. They said, you know what? They are from Mexico too, so they know soccer. They said, you guys to tighten your seatbelts. When they said that, I didn't know what they meant. And you have the gas to sell somebody like Chalobah in the upcoming season. Are you mad? You want to sell Gallagher?
Criminal.
For what? Chalobah brought sanity to our defense. Everybody should go check out the records. When he wasn't there, we were losing games.
Yeah,
all teams were giving it to us. But the moment he started, he brought some form of sanity. Yeah. You want to depend on Badiashile. He's not a bad player. But you want to depend on Badiashile for what? He's so young. Chalobah has been around for a while, since 2019. He has the experience. And you have the guys to sell the guy. You have the guys to send Ian Matson. You have the guys to sell Gallagher. For what? You know what? These guys have run out of ideas. They don't know whatever they are doing. And I promise them, some of us, we're going to use our voice to fish out whatever criminal things they are doing out there. Because whatever they are doing is uncalled for. Like, they can't take certain decisions just like that. And it's so painful. Like, they've made a big mistake. And I promise everybody, no coach will come in and start providing the results. And as to Enzo, I have to make it clear to all the Chelsea fans. I hope a coach will come in and he will be able to twerk the formation that will suit the guy. Enzo is not a Premier League player. And I'm going to say it one more time. This guy
is fantastic. Oh my
goodness. This guy is so good, but only for the Spanish La Liga. Enzo will kill it in La Liga. Probably Germany, he might be able to do it well. But when you come to the Premier League, you need well-built midfielders.
I think you jumped too quickly to
let me tell you something. Oh, we have to be honest here. Check Patrick Vieira. Check Michael Essien. Check Jeremy. Check Makelele. Check Roy Keane.
I think he's kind of Fabregas type.
No, Fabregas is even more more physical and more like physical, intelligent.
Yeah.
More than Enzo. Enzo, if you watch Enzo, anytime Enzo is in our game, Anytime there is a break, it's a goal.
We're done.
Why?
We're
Because
done.
they bully him a lot in the midfield. It's not like he's not a good player. Enzo will be good if you are playing around DePaul, Lionel Messi, and all those guys. They are going to cover you. But we don't have those kind of players. We are trying to build something. And if people think Enzo will make it in England, then good luck to them. Enzo is a good player. Nobody should get it wrong. Somebody who is in Argentina team, he's a good player. Nobody should take that fact from him. But it's not good for the Premier League. I'm sorry. We need to let him go somewhere. He can go to Barcelona or Real Madrid.
With his gun,
you know. So let him go. Let Enzo go. Enjoy life in La Liga. He'll be so good. He is wasting his time in Chelsea. And everybody will blame him that he's a bad player. But meanwhile, he's a fantastic player. And I can tell you that if you have Enzo around Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne, he will kill it in the English Premier League. All because there are certain guys who are going to do the dirty work for him. But with Chelsea and the way we are trying to figure out our identity right now, I'm sorry, he has to go somewhere else. And the warning to the owners.
Okay.
I bought a ticket to Ohio. I'm going to resell that ticket. I'm not even going at all. It's a waste of time.
Oh, I don't going to Cincinnati. I will be there.
I'm going to I was going to to that
I
game.
got a ticket to Cincinnati too. I didn't buy it.
But I'm sorry.
Offered. Somebody
I think it's
me.
Columbus. The game is in Columbus. But I'm sorry. I'm not going to go anymore. I will just sell that ticket. What even pains me, I went to Orlando. I couldn't drive from Jersey to Orlando. Went to watch Aston and Chelsea. We got smashed. Big time.
We got destroyed, right?
And I had to wait for like almost 7 hours for Uber to go back to my hotel. That's how some of us, we love the team.
Chelsea, yeah.
And if you owners, you come in and you just take some decisions that is not, worthy enough. I mean, you are wasting everyone's time. And I have to throw the ball into their court. If Chelsea was that bad, I don't think it would have attracted them for them to come to Chelsea Football Club and try to buy it and make money out of it. They've shown everybody that they need somebody who can, side with them in terms of their businesses because they want to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. That's what they want to do. But they don't have any meaningful thing for Chelsea Football Club. And I have to tell everybody, we are no more an elite club as it used to be. So we have to take it like that.
Relax,
and we are all going to suffer together. We are all going to suffer together. You understand?
So guys, listen, we're going to try to conclude this show because I have to drive like 15 minutes away. So we're going to go around and try to conclude. I'm back. So every single day you will see me here in the morning, in the afternoon. You're going to have time. If you miss me in the morning, you're going to see me at night.
Let me go first. Let me go first before I jump off because I'm going to jump off.
Okay, Mr.
So,
go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
So, anyways, this is a very informative session.
Yes.
But the takeaways for me is this: at the end of the season, I have about three apologies to tender.
Okay.
First one is going to go to Caicedo.
Okay.
Hi, my goodness! I was just about to send Caicedo to Division 1. I was 3 weeks away from sending Caicedo to Division 1.
All right.
my brother Oggs, and ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Caicedo did. Man, that boy, I know his ceiling is high.
Yeah.
But for what I saw,
and that is a lesson for you to not jump to conclusions and give also Caicedo and Enzo a little bit of time.
Oggs, what was the preamble to my statement? I said I want to make some apologies.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, yes, sir. So
first one goes to Caicedo because I had no hope in this guy. I am still under the impression that he doesn't know how to receive the ball. Pause. But what he has done, what he did in the past 3-4 games to fix that, you know what he does now? Is anytime he gets the ball, he's running, he's on the run. The guy has brought so much mobility to the midfield, provides so much relief to the defense. It's not funny.
Yeah.
So listen, Caicedo, wherever you are, if you're watching this stream,
apologies.
Step on the gas. Apologies to you, but step on the gas.
Keep
You have
doing what you're doing.
You have the
And
potential.
also keep your hair dry. Keep that blondie
You
coming
have.
because since his hair is blonde, he's just a different animal.
Listen, that boy has the potential to be a very, very serious CDM, central defensive midfielder in this league. If he can continue,
I think he got the possibility to do box to box. He's not like fixed in
no,
one
no,
position.
no.
He can do box to box.
No, let me
Don't
tell
you
you.
Think so? Yeah.
Let me tell you the value that Caicedo can bring to the team.
Yes, sir.
Caicedo knows how to start he starts the offense before our attack.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is so much. That thing is few. You won't get a lot of teams in this league doing that. Basically, what I'm saying is with one pass from deep, he creates a chance.
Yeah,
so
he got some very good long range shot passes.
You know what that does? Because he has that threat. Now you have two players running at him to come and defend. So when you have two players running at you to come and defend, what does that do? You have -1. -1. And that is why you see what's his name floating around. Conor Gallagher. Waiting, he's all he does is waiting for a loose chance, while Cole Palmer will kill you.
Yeah.
So again, man, it's unfortunate that the coach had to kill this. They had to fire the coach, but yeah. Number two, second apology I want to make is to Marco Cucurella. My goodness, man. I don't know what it is. Is he a midfielder? Is he a winger? I don't know what this role is. But I
still believe that he still have a lot of mistakes on him, though.
Yeah, but I can live with the good.
Yeah.
I can live with the mistakes. Yeah. I can live with the mistakes based on the good that he's giving me right now. Pause.
Okay. Yeah, I respect
that. You understand? Because the guy is, my goodness, man. The guy supports the midfield. He supports that
For
wing.
me, I still believe that we have to sell him. That is my opinion. Even though I respect his last performances from inverted midfielder. But yeah, I respect your opinion.
No, I won't be surprised if he gets sold. But again, based on tendering an apology. And then the last person is Christopher Nkunku. Ay, my goodness.
Yeah,
Christopher Nkunku. I wanted him gone as well.
And that is another lesson that you don't judge people too quickly because he was also injured.
No, but not only just the way. It's not even about his injuries. About the way he applied himself to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't impressed. You know, I'm like, is this the guy? But my goodness, the past 3 games that he's coming in a supporting role from the bench.
The problem with that is they have to be consistent. You can't apologize for everybody here. Otherwise, you're gonna apologize 1,000 times. Because
but you're not listening to what I'm saying. Yes. You're all over the place. Catch yourself. Calm down. I said 3 people.
Yes.
And this is my last guy.
Okay.
Listen, you don't need to see so many games to know someone's ability, Oggs. Sometimes you understand. You watch the guy 1 or 2 times and you know, okay, this is what this guy can bring to the team. What I want to see Christopher Nkunku do, Oggs.
Yes, sir.
That's my last statement. Is I want to see him compete for that position with Cole Palmer next season. That's all. I'm done.
They can play together. Okay, thank you, my brother, for helping.
Yes,
Come
sir.
back tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
We have 2 shows tomorrow in the morning before I go to work, and after work I have another show because we're gonna have a lot of development. Mr. Victor, you wait because I'm gonna give you time at the end. You just came now.
You say when is your basketball game? When is your basketball show?
Today it's gonna be 8:00 p.m. Kentucky time. I don't know what time it's gonna be in your location.
Problem. All right, bro.
So I still have a few hours for that. I have like 3 hours, 4 hours. Yeah.
No problem. Cheers, man.
Cheers. All right. So, Mr. Victor, we're gonna come to you at the end. Mr. Andrew, give us something positive here, and then you leave because you are Mr. Positive. Give us some positivity in the middle of this chaos. Can we still believe that Chelsea are going to be in good hands next season?
I'm sorry to break it down. I don't have no hope if you don't have an elite gaffer to coach the team. So I'm sorry. I don't think the zerbi is it. Neither Thomas Frank. But we do have,
Yeah. Okay,
sorry
I
about that.
respect that. I respect that. Much appreciate your help, brother. Tomorrow, if
Yeah,
we
got
have
that.
time,
Yeah.
we go again. All right.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, bye.
God bless, man. God bless.
God bless.
All right, and then we go to Mark. Empty your pocket, and I'm gonna stay here for like 5 minutes with Victor so he can express
Sure.
himself. All right, let's go, Mark.
So, in all this, I would like to say that right now we were making a little bit of progress. It wasn't bad, you understand. At least a lot of people. I criticized Poch when I needed to, but I feel like the guy was fighting hard for his job, and there are so many things that has to be unraveled because he left, and we don't know what he's going to say about the football club. Maybe later on there are so many things that are going to come out, and also he had some form of rapport, a very nice relationship with the players, a lot of them. So I don't know how a new coach will come in and he starts that kind of a relationship. And let's not forget that De Zerbi is one of the people out there who has a lot of character, similar to Conte. So hopefully, if he's the one that we are going to bring, then we should be expecting a lot of exits, because some of these boys, they are also stubborn. The likes of Jackson and Nkuku and all those players, you come in and you start treating them anyhow. I bet you they are going to gang up against you and you are not going to succeed. So if a new player, a new coach is coming in, how is he going to start the whole process? Is he going to continue what Poch left, or he's coming to start a new thing, a new philosophy? That's the only problem I'm having, because that means it's also going to take another 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Then every day we will go, then come back. It's like a project that it has no plan. We'll go and come back. The last time we also went in for a younger Portuguese coach in the likes of Andrea Villa Boas.
Yeah, AVB.
It didn't go well for us, and we think that Amorim is also somebody we are considering to take over. How good is he? How is he going to, come into the Premier League and perform the same way he's performing in the Portuguese league? In the Portuguese league, even if you are not good and you are handling a team like Lisbon and Porto, obviously you are going to win matches because those are traditional clubs. Their strength is very good. That's why you see these two teams, they are always winning in the league. But when you come to the Premier League, a team like Burnley, who is at the bottom, can beat a team like Man City. It happens. How is he going to deal with such situation? So as it stands now, I can tell every Chelsea fan that we are in trouble again, and we are going to have a long season that is coming up. And I have no hope for these owners, to be honest with you. They are going into their fourth year or so, but it seems like they've not made any progress. Everything that they are doing with the football club is defeat, debt, defeat, debt. Nothing is going on. By now, they could have built something. They spent 1 billion. Last time I was talking to my dad, he said, I don't see the rationale in spending 1 billion. Whilst you could have given that 1 billion to Thomas Tuchel if you believe he was a good coach and let him build. And you are trying to bring that man back.
But to cut you off, because we have to finish, Thomas Tuchel spent like 400 million. He brought Koulibaly, he brought Aubameyang, he brought Kukurea, and
so
he brought
it boils down to
Fofana.
So
it boils down to the problems that we have now about the 1 billion, part of the problem was Thomas Tuchel. So he's not an angel here.
So it
right?
makes sense. Bringing back Tuchel, I don't think it's also a good idea, because the guy left, and before he was leaving, the results were not that great. Although he won us the Champions League, at that time, everyone was stressed up. We were going through pandemic. Some of the stadium were empty. You understand? So he happens to. I'm not going to take that thing away from him. He came in. He was able to stabilize the team's performance, and it was a good thing. But coming back, I don't think it's a good idea. And I've heard people talking about Hansi Flick's. How good was he in his last managerial position? With the German team, I don't think they even won a game at the World Cup.
So give us one word. What is your choice if you have to choose one? You know, because we have no choice. We need somebody now. What is your choice? And that is going to be your last. Yes.
Todd Boehly should go and coach. Right now, we don't have any option.
Okay.
We don't have any option. Oh, be honest with me. Which coach is out there, an elite coach, will come in right now and take control over the team? We don't have anybody. And what pains me a lot is Poch have options. Poch might end up in Manchester United. That's why their pundits were making this agenda. It's so funny. They are now happy. And I can tell you that Poch can go to Manchester United and come back to Stamford Bridge and show us the real Pepe. You might not like Poch, but he could go to Manchester United and be successful. You also have an option to go to Barcelona and he will be successful over there. You also have an option to go to Bayern Munich and he's going to be successful. And I pity the young guys, the Spanish guys who are coming in, the likes of Paes. How are they going to be groomed with another European coach or whoever is coming in? It's a mystery. I don't know yet.
That is in 1 year time, so we're gonna have.
Yeah,
time to
I don't know
talk
yet.
about
So
it,
if they are bringing Zerbi, we should all tighten our seatbelt. But I can tell you that Chelsea is done. The owners have killed this team. They don't have any dreams. They don't have any aim. They are aimless. They are the most useless owners ever to handle this football club.
We got your anger. Come back
and
tomorrow.
Before I go,
yes, sir.
My channel, I haven't gotten time. I've been making trips and other things, so I'm going to be very focused on this channel. So please, all the panel.
Yeah, put your.
I can get
put on YouTube the comment there with the link.
Yeah, I will leave my email address. So whoever and all those guys, Ice and all those guys, I want us to build everything together. We can meet weekends and we can discuss so many things. So I will leave my email. They should just
I
will
leave in
just
the comment and I will pin it so everybody
so that they
click
can contact
and
me
make
and
it
I'll get
easier for people to subscribe.
Sure. So
thank
that
you
they
so
will get
much
in
for
touch
helping,
with
my brother. Thank you.
Sure.
God
all right,
bless. All right, now we have two candidates here. The floor is yours. We're gonna start by Mr. Victor, who's been waiting for 50 minutes already, and then your introduction, and then we go to Mr. Gordon from Canada, and we're gonna go back and forth, give you the time that you need, and then we're gonna finish the show.
Oz, I don't want to take you away from getting ready for your event tonight, but this is not a dull moment in this club, is there? Like, you think, things are settling a little bit, and then there is a disruption, a major disruption.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it. I will not necessarily say that is. I mean, 2 months ago, we all knew the fate of this manager. We thought that he tactically making obvious errors, things that are very juvenile in a coach of this experience and this caliber was unacceptable. We were losing games left and right. All of us got to the worst possible place when Arsenal ripped us into pieces after 5 goals. So the only reason why we are torn between two lovers is because of the simple reason that the last 5 matches we were doing something, but even then the last 2 matches we were poor.
Yeah,
we were very poor. I mean, we scored goals and won the games, which is what we wanted. So everybody kind of gave it a blind eye, like as if everything was fine. Look at our last game, we were poor. I mean, we were all very excited because Caicedo scored a wonder goal, but the overall aggregate of the game, we were horrible as a team. So, he has a leverage now and he has people speaking on his behalf because we actually, put W on the board. But the way we play, even to disregard all the extenuation, all the other things besides the point. Besides, we want to focus on what is on the pitch itself. Is this guy really ready for prime time with the kind of scrutiny that Chelsea brings? I don't know. The way he conducts his pre-game and also post-game interviews. That's the only way we can get an insight into how he's thinking, where his philosophy is. Now, you have to go, so we will just go straight to the point. So now he's gone, right?
Yes.
And we can shift the blames and blame all, you know, the ownership or the philosophy where we want to go, because the fact is that anybody that comes in will need a year of what Pochettino just took us through. Unless, of course, some coaches come in and they can catch fire like that and their philosophy works. But we know that these players, we are not even sure. There's no stability among the players. Like, you know, the gentleman that just left was talking about the likes of Jackson and the rest. You can see that if things are not stable, there are some players that will underperform and they will blame it on the fact that there is no stability in this team. So, but next year, if he had been there, Jackson and the rest would have no reason. It's the same coach, the same tactics, the same manager, the same everything. And this is your second year, and you have to begin to perform.
So no
but
more
right
excuses.
now, yes. But right now, they will hide behind those excuses, and people are totally impatient with Chelsea because that's the kind of what's it called? The kind of things we are used to for the past 20 years. All of a sudden, it's not going to go away. The kind of expectations that we have. So for me, in a nutshell, it's 50-50 for me. Yeah. I don't know if it was a good idea or it was a bad idea, because personally, if we hadn't won the last 5 games, I would say Pochettino has no chance.
Yeah.
But also, is it wise for people that really truly know football and know that Pep Guardiola will lose a game, but you know that that is not the end of the team because he has built the foundation for it, right? Yeah. You know that it is not the way that things are going. For us, the 5 games is still, because we're not playing good in 3 or 2 of them. Easily, we're not playing good. So we know that it's not necessarily turning around the corner that we want. And so are we going to go back and say, oh, we had the opportunity to let him go after the end of the year and we still let him stay? Or are we going to get somebody who's unknown, whether he's young or old or experienced or inexperienced? These days, the modern game, you never know. It is based on the players. I mean, we got Postecoglou came from Australia, and all of a sudden he's making, he's coached a team that has surpassed us, and they haven't invested this much money in the team at all. So you never know. Experience counts, because when he speaks to the players, he can command and tell them to do things, and they will do it without asking questions. So in a nutshell, what I would say is that I don't know what decision means. We know that there's more uncertainty that's been thrown over everything that we already were going to go into post-season with. So it makes things harder to swallow for the fan base. It makes it very difficult. So we just have to wait and see. Let him do his appointment. Let's see the reason or the rationale behind the appointment.
Yeah.
After they do the new appointment.
What would be your choice, like, just out of the blue? I know so many names been thrown out there. Zidane?
Yes. I mean, the thing is, that's what they have to pull somebody out. Like somebody should make that phone call and tell this guy, you are a proven winner. Come, I know you don't like the English game. You probably don't want to speak English. We will get you an interpreter. Come in from nowhere. Because Tuchel will be like going back to your ex-girlfriend because the new girlfriend you got dumped you. You hold all the cards. If he comes in and things don't work well, then that legacy he left is going to be all disrupted. Fine. If we want him, fine. But I don't know if this particular American group who are so bent on feeling like, they are always right, will go out there and get Tuchel. But aside of Tuchel, there is no, I hear this what is it called? These tweets out there saying that, they're going to go for a small, younger coach. What? For Chelsea? You have younger players and a younger coach. So therefore, we shouldn't expect anything real for the next 2-3 years. So you have to at least balance it. Have an experienced coach, younger players, or experienced players, maybe a slightly younger coach, and see if there's a balance there. But to have both of them completely inexperienced, both entities, is not the way to go for a club that wants to do bigger and better things. So I really do not know. I would rather pull something completely from left field. Go bring Zidane. Get him out of retirement. None of these younger people, and calm us all down. Because right now, if they go for anybody but Tuchel, out of the people that are on the market, and we know that Mourinho will not come back, or Mourinho, because Chelsea, Mourinho, in Chelsea's fans' eye, Mourinho cannot do any wrong. Out of these two coaches who will come in with some kind of chutzpah and experience, the only person that I think they could just really surprise all of us is to all of a sudden say that they are actually negotiating with Zidane. And Zidane will actually have a go here in England, because he's also like Pochettino, what's it called? Like Pep Guardiola. He's done it all. He need new experience. So he should go for something like, they should go for somebody like that. It will be really, really a shock and a pleasant surprise, in my opinion.
Okay, listen, my brother. Thank you so much for helping. I will be back here tomorrow morning and before work, and I'll be again back after work. Now we're gonna finish with Mr. Canada himself. What you saying, bro?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. It's been a while. First of all, thank you again for organizing this. And I just wanted to ask you, I used to see when you go live, I used to see it on Twitter. Can you do that again? Because I don't know when you go live, because Twitter used to guide me on how, or I see it on YouTube. My YouTube is having some issues. So if you go live, is it possible to put it on Twitter that you're going live?
Every time I go live, I'll make sure I even DM you the link. But don't feel like obligated. If you are busy at work, I just send you so you know that I'm live. But yeah, I will start doing that.
Okay, that would be very helpful. Wow. Hey, it has happened, right? So I don't know. I hope I'm not repeating what all the others have said. I don't know how long you've been.
No
you've
problem.
Probably been here for
like 2 hours. No problem. You give your opinion, bro. Yeah, no problem.
So you know my opinion about Pochettino has not changed since December. Yeah. My issue is these owners don't even believe in their own project. Yeah. Like you are not a project. You brought a project manager. That's what is making me is ridiculous, because
it's really confusing, isn't it? Yeah,
you brought a project manager that we say, okay, he can take the team to an acceptable level. If you look at last season and this season, you will see that this season it has ended in an acceptable level. At the same time, I am not going to forget the first 33 games. We were a mess. I'm not going to forget that.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and even the past 2-3 games, the ending has been very nervy. Like, it's that kind of ending that, okay, you're getting off your seat. Are they going to equalize? Are these guys going to equalize or not? Or something like that. So, to me, is he the guy to me? No. At the same time, I think Poch knew that he was not going to last. You see how he's been talking a lot. And you even said that in your video. He's been talking a lot. And I think he's been saying that for a reason. I think he's come to realize what the structure of the team is. Imagine this guy being 4 years, at least 4 years or 5 years under Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy is not an easy man to deal with. So if this guy could stay under Daniel Levy for all those years, and then he comes to this club, and after one season, I'm sure he's seen some things that he himself, like, you know they say what your eyes have seen, your mouth can't tell. I think he's seen some things really ridiculous, and him starting to win games gave him that courage to start coming out and speaking. Like he was saying, it's not about asking if the owners are happy. It's about asking if we are happy to be here. So probably he was not happy. He was just swallowing it, and then he realized that, no, I'm not going to be a yes man. I'm not a yes man. I was just, coping with the situation. And then he came out of his shell and started saying stuff. So I think he knew that he was going to leave, and that is sad.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I
my
that. Even me.
Yeah.
I kind of, everybody knows how much I supported him from the beginning, and until more recently, like dropping points against Burnley, losing 5-0 against Arsenal, and then come out to tell us that everything is perfect and because of injuries and playing people out of positions, changing the back line all the time, switching and twisting. That I was like, you know what? The end of the season, let's shake hands. But it's only stupid people who don't change their mind. The last few games, he is just doing something that we've been asking him to do since day one. So the last few games showed us that it has nothing to do with the young team. It has nothing to do with injuries, because we won games with 14 injuries. So I started saying, yeah, you know what? Probably he deserves, let's run his contract. His second year, he's going to make the team better. And then the next guy is going to be the guy to take us to the next level. Let him cook with these young players that really likes him. So let's trust him a little bit. So it's a confusing one. At the same time, I don't want to cry over it, because I've seen people come and go and say, Lotti, Mourinho. I don't cry anymore about players or manager or anything. But it's kind of a mixed feeling, man. I have mixed feeling about it. So, and your microphone, your microphone is gone again. You are like in a bunker somewhere. It's just we can't hear you anymore. It's like you are in a big room full of dinosaurs and Ganosaurus and all kind of. You are in the middle of like lions and I don't know. You can disconnect yourself and come back, because it's impossible to hear you now. And unfortunately, like, I'm gonna have to go and drive for 15 minutes to pick up the Blue Army, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. Tonight, in another channel, we might have some basketball over there, but I can't really promise because I'm a little late. So thank you, everybody. It is what it is. We are Chelsea. We're gonna stay here forever, supporting our team no matter what the manager is. It's a mixed feeling, Everybody in the Chelsea community wanted Pochettino to go at some point because he was stubborn, and everybody kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt at the end because of injuries, because of him changing the system. So pretty much everybody wanted Pochettino to stay, but for one reason or another, they didn't agree with the board. Let's hope for the best, but this project is going nowhere because we have to restart this project from zero. The players need to know the coach. They need more barbecue at Stamford Bridge or Cobham or whatever. They need to know each other. They need to create relationships again. So don't expect anybody that will take over a Chelsea Football Club now to start performing and winning trophies immediately. I think we're going to be like 1 year delayed in this project. But hopefully, just because the team is going to be 1 year older and they have some kind of experience, if we can add some key element in key positions, the new manager is going to enjoy the team, and hopefully we can start winning and not wait again a long process. Thank you everybody for watching. Sorry for my voice. I've been struggling a little bit lately with cold. I was coughing all the time, like after every minute. So I apologize, and tomorrow is gonna be better. We are here tomorrow morning and also after work. I'm gonna be early in the morning, one show, because it's gonna be a lot of stuff to talk about. And then when I come back from work, we're gonna have another show. So now I'll be very regular in the channel. Every time I have spare time, we go live. The call is always open for everybody, no exception. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to pay me any money. You don't need anything. You have just to click on the link. You call us. That's it. You have your voice heard. Thank you so much. God bless you people. Cheers.